evening, everyone. Hey, Dorinda, Benjamin. It's good to see y'all. Kay, it's been a while. Are you with me?
Sorry, I was chatting and whatever. Hello, Red. Hello, Crystal.
Crystal.
Sorry.
It's good to see you.
Hello, Standalone. A lot of people are over at Jeff, Craig, and Diamond's show right now.
That's all right. I just haven't seen everybody in a while. Had some time, so here I am.
It's good to see you.
It's good to
Well,
see you.
we can't see your face, but we can hear you, so that's
Yeah.
even better.
I know. Oh, I'm a mess. Hey, Jan. It's good to see you.
Hello, Jen. Okay. Why did you say you were a mess?
Oh, I'm tired and just been running like crazy. It's just been it's just been a crazy time, and it's going to continue. So I don't know one day to the next what's up, but Thursday I'm hoping to be on because it's
Okay.
my birthday.
Because it's what?
My birthday.
Your birthday. Well, my goodness. Happy birthday on Thursday.
Well, and I want to
Hi,
spend
Chuck.
it with you all. So, hey, Deanna, good to
Hi,
see
Deanna.
you.
Chuck, you can come back now. I'll be quiet.
I'm here. I just stopped talking to Rabbit on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Bonnie, Dorinda.
Hey, Rabbit's on the
Chuck.
phone.
See, I told you everybody's waiting for you to come on.
Nobody cares about me.
Rabbit said, don't make care to hear nothing out of him.
Don't what?
You better be saying that shit live. See, they make me sound like
He is.
oh, hell, I hear an echo.
Yeah, they're
That
laughing.
is live. I'm trying to walk a German Shepherd. The dog is upset. I'm just trying to walk the dog and I bullshit with Chuck.
And the dog's walking you.
She finally said the dog's walking you. They can hear you.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I figured that out with the echo, Chuck. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I figured that out.
Hello, Spotted.
Dorinda said, hey, Spotted. You heard it.
Let me get this dog inside. I'll see what's up.
All right.
See you in a minute.
All right, bye. Yeah, I slept last night. I got a call at 2 in the morning. Rabbit's like, where you at? You okay? You want to go back room? I'm like, I'm asleep. I fell asleep at 10 o'clock yesterday, and that was weird.
Well, there's times we just need it. And
That's right.
I've been sitting here today. I've been zapped by something. And it's just, I think it's just, it doesn't matter how much you prepare with your parents, even in their 80s. It's like you still worry, you still, and I know God says not to worry, but you're never ready.
No.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
He's like, you need to quit missing so many days. Either at least get up on Bonnie's show or somebody else. Or he's like, everybody kind of misses your dark sarcasm. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Always, Chuck.
We miss you, period, Chuck.
Y'all miss the asshole.
Yes.
Yes.
That was
We
weird.
love you. You are our asshole.
So now everybody has two assholes, theirs and me.
I
Yeah.
know every day I was asking Chuck, "Are you going on? Are you going live?" And he never would answer, and I was like, "Oh, okay," because it gets really hard doing it every day, and then um, yeah, I'm still gonna try and continue the pray-a-thons, and Mama, she's on antibiotics, so like she's getting better each day with that, but uh, she's going into the hospital Monday. They're going to do surgery Tuesday, and so we just got to build up her strength because she's just she doesn't eat right. They don't. Whenever they quit cooking, they just don't eat right. They eat frozen dinners or eat out, and
Yeah, anything about frozen, I don't know which would say be better off for you. But I guess frozen stuff probably just loaded with salt. There's no telling when you.
yeah,
Other than like if you go to Whataburger, you pretty much know what you got. But
true. And you can order it without salt too. Um, or you used to could. When I was cooking, you could, but
yeah,
um,
they'll do it how you want. Like you tell them, don't salt or pepper my hamburger or meat when you put it on. They'll do that. Or
yeah,
only thing one of them told me that they don't know what's in it is the bun. Because I'm not sure because Whataburger buns come from a corporate order. So
well, that's true. And with Laura being gluten, is it called intolerant?
yeah,
Yeah.
Um, so she was like, I really miss hamburgers. And I said, I got you covered. And so I made the hamburger patties with like onions and spinach and celery and put all that stuff in it and fried up hamburger patties. And then for the bun, I used leaf lettuce. And they were like, man, this
they,
is this is really good. Who would have thought? And I
it's like an
said,
inside out hamburger. I used to get them wraps. I liked them.
yeah, and that's what I told them. I said, you don't have to have the bread. There's other ways of, you know, of course she still had the mayonnaise on it, which is fine. But um, now that she's expecting, she's so sick all the time now. She just, Mom, and I'm like, make a garlic sandwich. Just eat a lot of garlic.
Yeah, I
If
got a recipe for you I found earlier. Anybody else that wants to see it, I don't know if y'all want it. It's a holistic like mixture of antibiotic, probiotic, and a bunch of other things. Hey Shane,
Share the link, Chuck. Share the link.
Hi guys, how y'all?
Not too bad. How are you, Shane?
I don't know. No one's told me, and I ain't listening. I
let's
heard
see.
Chuck did a 3-hour D live.
Yeah, a bunch of
Well,
stuff I can't put here.
I'm gonna have to go find your D live channel because so I can subscribe to
This is
it
the
and get
most awful
notifications.
antibiotics that's promising because our
I'm finding that video for you. It's it's a recipe, but it's a video. So
oh, okay,
you want to put it on here if I send it to you?
okay,
Yeah, Shane. My D live. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I'll cut it, put it in there.
Yeah, if you can find it and throw it in private chat, I'll go subscribe to you so I get your notifications. I'll go follow you.
Yeah,
yeah,
George, isn't it nice that you can go on there and put all this stuff and say what you want? Nobody, you don't have to worry about getting smacked like you're a child.
Right.
seeing that's I said to George, but it doesn't tell me. I don't get a notification when he's live on D Live. Are you
Really?
supposed to?
Usually you do.
Hey, everybody in chat. Let's see.
Hmm.
Hey, Crystal. Hey, Red.
Well, I'm
Hello.
just learning it. Maybe I didn't do something
Hello,
right.
everyone.
But I pushed every button that I thought I was supposed to.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so it's
Really
out
move
in
yourself.
chat. Here's the private on it.
Hey, Gigi and Gabe and Marie.
You have quite a few watchers over there.
Yeah, I got 34 followers. I'm not on there. Like that 3 hours. I think I
Those
got
38 followers.
it is.
Yeah.
So people have been looking at it since I put it on, I guess, without me being there.
Anna Marie. I don't think she's everything she says she is. I think she's a
Hey,
load of
Bob.
BS. Hey,
Hey, Hawk.
Hawk. Hello, Patrick. Crystal.
Jeff,
Red. Gigi.
the day sounds good.
Hey, Crystal, Patrick, Anna, Red, Hawk. Let's see. GG, Gabe, Patrick, Ben, Jen. I guess I got everybody. K. Hello, everybody. Hey, D.
Yeah, that's me. It's like, hey, hello, everybody, because I can't. It's hard enough to read all them names.
So, how's everybody
Hello,
feeling?
Hawk.
Is everybody keeping positive and
Positivity.
mind, body, and spirit?
Try to be.
Good deal. Those are important right now.
Hello, Gabe.
Oh, you're cooking dinner? Okay, Hawk. Alrighty.
Let me know if it echoes.
Okay.
This is one of the most powerful antibiotics that pharmaceuticals are afraid of. Let me show you how to make it. 1 teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric is anti-inflammatory and antifungal. Half tablespoon of ginger. Grounded ginger. Ginger is also antimicrobial. Fights against bacteria. Half teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Grounded. Add it to this. Cayenne also have warming properties, which means that it is excellent for fever. Half cup of honey. Mix it together. Pharmaceuticals are afraid of this remedy. All you have to do is just take 1 tablespoon per day and your body will be in tip-top shape. After you have mixed this, you can also place the mixture in your refrigerator or you can just leave it outside. This will fight against existing bacteria, viruses, and infection, and also it will help boost your immune system to protect you from invasion and attacks. Finally, add your mixture, coconut oil, garlic. Click plus for more healthy tips and healthy remedies.
I haven't heard of all that before. A lot of that stuff my boys are doing. I've heard people making a hot tea and then adding that tablespoon to it.
So that was honey, turmeric, and cumin,
Ginger.
Yeah, and cayenne.
cayenne, and cumin.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's something about at the end of it. I want to say it's a mixture with the same amount of coconut oil and garlic. But don't know if that's what she said at the end or not. I can send you that video if you want to.
Sure. I couldn't really understand him.
I've seen that lady before. She's like a medicine woman somewhere.
Oh, that was a she. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not her.
And did I hear that it's a detox also?
Yeah,
Well, that's cool. Do any of y'all remember the detox for metals?
I got another one in here, but it's a written recipe for that.
Somebody was asking me the other day, and I can't find anything. I saved all this stuff, and I don't know where I saved it all.
Yeah, GGKN is a really good antibacterial.
It's hot, but that's what I think she said a half a tablespoon or half a teaspoon.
Yeah. Crazy times. But I found a few more Texans and connected with them, and some are not as far away as I thought they were.
Yeah, sent that to you. Let's see if I can find that other thing.
Okay.
It's a metals and even graphene oxide, which everybody knows what that is. It's supposed to be to go against the Jabberwocky. It pushes all of it out.
And what is that? The graphene?
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it.
Was it dioxide?
Here's one. I'll send it to you as a picture. You can put it out there and like write the name down. Anybody that's interested.
Angela H. Hello. How are you?
See,
Hey,
that's the second time I've heard Melaleuca honey.
Yep.
The
All
only
that.
other time I heard that name was, oh, I didn't know it was a thing.
Yep. It's an all natural from America.
and if you can find olive oil from Giza, that's just the olive oil itself has a lot of healing properties and antimicrobial, but it's a rare olive oil that you have to look to make sure that's from the area it's from and the ingredients.
They got if you buy organic olive oil, you take a teaspoon twice a day. They say it's good for your heart.
Yep.
Now it's going to be the original organic. It can't be the generic.
Cold pressed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be the original.
A lot of that stuff they homogenize it. When they do that, it destroys everything good in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think they call it virgin olive oil.
Virgin
That is,
organic pressed, I think. What you're in
that is,
Congratulations, Angela H.
Congrats.
the one I'm talking about, red. Yeah.
Uh, Red, they got some that's not real bad. It's not real expensive, but yeah, the one Chuck's talking about is kind of pricey.
Well,
Let's see if I can find that other one that had all that other stuff on it.
happy anniversary, Angela. It's good to see you. Dad, did I say hello to you?
I found one from Shane that I thought Shane would appreciate, so I saved it.
Uh-oh.
It says a friend of mine suggested horse manure for my strawberries. I'm not doing that again. I'm going back to whipped cream.
That's still the same one.
That's funny.
I knew that'd be mine in your line of humor that we think both thought that would be funny.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
Thank you. Girls just got home.
Welcome home.
Oh, they shut my door so they wouldn't hear us.
Let's see if I can get back in that. Yeah, you still got it up, so I'll see if I can change over to it. Let's see.
Hey, Time, good to see you. So wish I could find that one thing. I know I sent it to people. It was 8 ways to
Here's a
yeah.
different version of that.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
That's when you use the fruit and the skin itself all in the. Before it was just skins. I've never seen one like this. Add tonic water in it.
Well, see, that's I had heard Chef's tonic water right at the very beginning,
Yeah, I did too. I went and bought a bunch of what I could find, and I was
but I
that until I found the other, and I knew there were certain amounts in things, but
Yeah, I still got a box of tonic water. Nobody will drink it.
I'm keeping it for. I know we should be drinking it every day, but that one's got grapefruit, lemon, oranges, and tonic water. Cool.
Sheila Hanover. Hanver. Havner. Hello.
hey, time.
Hi, Sheila.
Hey, Sheila.
Hello, everyone.
I got it muted, I guess.
Protect you from it. And here's how I know. This Delta variant, it spreads faster, and it is in many cases reported to be much more serious in terms of its impact. And the vaccine will protect you from it. And here's how I know. Virtually every person who is in the hospital sick with COVID-19 right now is vaccinated. Virtually, it's a fact. Virtually every person who is in the hospital right now, sick with COVID-19, is vaccinated. And even more incredibly, virtually every person who's recently died from COVID-19 was vaccinated. The loss, the tragedy of that loss, literally every person who has died from COVID-19 that we have recently received was vaccinated. So it is time. It is time to roll up your sleeves and get the shot. This
Ain't that a kick in the teeth?
Yeah, they talk out both sides of their mouth.
They can't keep their story straight anymore.
They don't know what the damn story is. They can't remember their own lives.
There's your detox thing, Bonnie. I don't know if you can see it.
No, I
10
can't.
food to naturally detox heavy metals in your body: cilantro, wild blueberries, lemon, spirulina, chlorella, garlic, beets, artichokes, turmeric, and ginger.
You know, turmeric and ginger, did you know they're cousins to each other? They're anti-inflammatories.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gigi.
There you go.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a good saying.
Pretty fitting. Hello, Mary.
Hey, Mary. Hey, Lily. Hey, Carol.
True, Gigi. And Mary and Carol. Yeah, Texas is deciding about cannabis right now, medically and possibly just legalizing it, period. And what else did I see?
Wow, that's a
I
switch.
know. I was shocked because they don't want the prisons overrun with people who just get caught with a little bit of cannabis. Because it is. It's treated just like any other drug. They're all treated exactly the same. It's usually 20-year sentence. Period.
Hello, Lily J. Hello, Terry
Here,
Chris.
but I don't think I have anything on here that is risque. So
Yes, Carol, it is.
let's see.
Yeah. So these states that it's legal in, I wonder if they see any problems with it being legal.
Okay, that's the one I told Shane.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, yeah, that should be up there.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's what my nutritionist does too. Liver and the gut.
See that, saw that. That's gonna be hard for everybody to see.
Yep.
They're saying the injectable now you can either rub it on or drink it. I got a better one through here somewhere. There's all your parasitic symptoms.
Wow. Bloaters.
I have stunted growth. I really should have been 9 feet tall.
Wow. Oh, the things they sneak into those.
Hey, Tyne, I don't know which house you're talking about. The Outsiders? I'm not sure where that was filmed.
Well, that is awesome.
Wow. Hello, Finding Kino.
Start spitting on your plants.
Yeah, fit all over your seats before you cover them.
Very nice. Wow. Yep.
Imagine that. Probably resembles something Sid's or crib deck, whichever one you want to call it. From breathing your own carbon monoxide, it's
Yeah,
heavier. And not only that, it can also even cause Legionnaire's disease, which they only thought you could get through water, which is not correct. That's from breathing your own body
right.
fluid back in.
Yeah, it's like drinking your own pee constantly.
Yep.
See, we had an outbreak of that at one of our hospitals, and they said that it was because of the new construction. Something about when they're doing new construction, it can cause Legionnaire's disease.
Well, it's kind of funny because Legionnaires is usually caused by moisture, and unless they've had a lot of mold and mildew in the old stuff they've taken down and reconstructed, there probably
Oh,
wouldn't have been much. So something was causing it. Yes.
yeah. There was a couple of staff and some patients that passed from it.
Yeah.
There's the one I was looking for you.
Well,
That's
you got to
good.
look at that one, and then you.
Yeah, send that to me, Chuck, please.
All right. It's got quercetin on it, which I wholeheartedly believe in. Milk thistle, melatonin. I never even thought about it because that just makes you sleep, but it has to have something else.
Yeah. Yes, Terry, I agree. Wow.
You know, one thing about it, I looked and found the ingredients in it, and it has chimpanzee virus, I think they called it in there, which, okay, they're rewording it kind of like me saying for the gorilla flus. And that's added in there. I
Yeah.
might have that in here that shows it. Everyone just look up that top highlighted dark winter thing. Yeah, the last 2 or 3 days, instead of me doing lives or going live or getting on a show, I've been digging through stuff, and this is some of the highlights.
I agree, Eric.
There it is. That's the AZ.
Wow.
Okay, that's it. Hey, Eric. Hey, Cowboy. Hey, Terry. Hey,
Here, I
Jim.
saw that.
Keno.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I saw that yesterday, I think, or the day before, and then today I saw Bannon. Yep, he went full Irish. He was, ooh, he was hot.
One video I didn't get is a video that they've been putting over these people. These people come in sick, and they're said they're about the thickness of those bags we get at the grocery store that we put like lettuce and onions and stuff like that in. They're taking these, they're bigger, but they're on the same kind of a roll. And these people come in somewhere sick, even in like schools and stuff, and they're putting them over people's heads and shoulders so they don't spread stuff.
Oh no.
That's terrible.
Somebody try to stick a bag over my head and I'm sick. I'm going to make sure they get a bag.
Right? Because, like, I've only seen that maybe when there's going to be a hanging or something.
Hey, Edward.
Where is that one that I was watching today?
Black cumin. I've heard something about that.
Taking care of their head. Carol Z.
Everybody out there, if you haven't got it, Shane, I don't know if you guys have heard it, but if you don't have horse paste, they're pulling that stuff from Tractor Supplies and anybody else that carries.
Yep.
No
I
way.
heard that.
Mm.
Yeah, put it off the shelf.
I'll write that down.
Yeah, that we're not grab us one more.
One of them said that we don't have the right to self-medicate our stuff. Basically saying we're not smart enough to fix ourselves.
Yeah,
Well, remember when they kept saying that people were overdosing from it and
that's bullshit.
don't take it? And that,
Well, I wouldn't take a whole damn tube, but you know, it goes by body weight, and it tells you right on there how much to use for, you know, for so many pounds.
yes. Hey, Ed, sorry. I don't know how long you were there.
Here comes Ed, and then look what chases him in here. A spotted rabbit.
Oh, you got me. I've been back here a while.
I'm sorry, Ed. I thought that it was what Chuck was showing.
I didn't hear the doorbell or I'd have said somebody's back room. A lot of times you can hear it over the beep.
I still haven't shown up on the YouTube side.
We're on a delay, like 30 seconds sometimes.
It's ridiculous.
I think that's so they can monitor it and cut it before it shows up.
Yep.
I think I'm on a more of a delay than everybody else.
I was online the other day and somehow my YouTube side come unmuted and it was almost a minute before I heard my voice and I was like, oh shit, it come unmuted. So that means they're watching me good when I'm on. Like, did he say no? I don't think he said would do.
Hey, I got a question. Do you think that the domes and tunnels stuff is true?
Me, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the first time tonight I've noticed that somebody doesn't believe in none of that. So it's all lies. I thought that was pretty much.
Well, we all know the tunnels are there. They have been. So we know they're there. Now, what they're being used for, that's still a mystery because none of us have actually physically seen it.
No.
But we know the tunnels are there.
Well, you know, as many of them as they say there were, and as many of them as they say have been blown up, there's not a whole lot of footage or pictures.
No, and you're not going to see them. That's the issue, supposedly. Like I said, I don't know. I firmly believe they were there. Whether they was there for nefarious reasons, well, you can almost imagine. I'm sure some of them were, but I don't know that all of them were. But they've had underground storage that's 30 and 40 stories deep for years, ever since the 40s, and they've got the underground sub tunnels that the subways or the submarines can go through.
Hey,
That
Keno.
lead halfway across both sides of the nation.
That's like all the pictures they're showing of these babies being born part reptile, part dog, part cat. And when you look at the footage, you you almost want to believe it, but then it's always really crappy footage, really bad.
Yep.
So
That's,
it's
well, that's like every UFO photo you ever seen looks like it's taken from a 1949 camera. They're all blurry and you can't see a damn thing other than just kind of a blur on a screen. My cell phone will take better pictures than their cameras. And they're the government.
Bonnie,
have you
that
seen
bad one in there is what I've seen some nurses and doctors talking about. That's something else they found. That swab they shoved
Yes.
is coated in it. It's the same as I think they said. One of them said if you get done twice, the same as you've been hit with one of the complete ones.
Uh-oh.
Now, Red, that would be an interesting conversation. You worked in one of the underground systems. Which one did you get to work in? Because that would be a very interesting conversation.
I know our buddy Meat Puppet, he said that he knows guys that deliver into them, and sometimes they drive 300 or 400 miles through them to drop stuff off.
The guy that lives 45 miles north of me has been into the one up there in Missouri, or
I'm not sure how far you can fuel up. I watched one guy do a video and he broke it up, but he filled up on the outside before he went in and had to fill up his diesel truck, both tanks, midway going through it to get out on the other end. And I don't know how.
that might be the one that's in Kansas City, Missouri, and goes all the way up into Canada. That's
I'm not.
one
I ever done the math, but I don't know how much. We need a truck driver to say it, but how far one of the trucks with two of the big tanks will go.
4 miles to a gallon is basically what you can average on a semi.
So if you got, say, a smaller version, two 200-gallon tank, that's 400 gallons, so that'd get you what? Figure 400 times 2,000 miles, 1,600 miles.
Somewhere
It's even
close.
further if you double it because he filled up to get out on the other end. So you figure he may have went 3,000, 4,000 miles.
Yeah, very well could have.
what
Goodness.
state are you in, Red?
Missouri.
Oh, she's in Missouri. Okay.
Yeah.
And the only one I've seen was a salt mine. And it was like carved perfect. And first thing on the left was a 3-letter thing, and then there were semis driving and other panels of it, and there was a gigantic room that they were dropping off boxes. TG, you have a good night. Love you.
Good night, DG.
Good night, G.
But I haven't gone into the rabbit holes like a lot of y'all have.
Well, there's a lot of things you can go read, a lot of things you can go listen to and hear about. But none of us that I have talked to yet have seen anything nefarious. Not saying it hasn't happened, because shit happens. It happens here on the surface, much less in the ground. So
Yep.
sure, there's some crazy things that go on everywhere.
Here's one for you, Shane, and maybe you can explain this. The Denver airport was supposedly closed for a few days because of weather and the temperatures. It was so hot. that it melted the concrete on the runway. It takes 2,000 degrees to melt concrete.
Wow.
It takes a whole lot more than 2,000 degrees.
Good evening, Nunya. How you doing?
Concrete's not going to really melt.
Yeah, concrete's really hard to melt.
So I
Maybe
tell
it's
people
just
they had an issue underground with something. If it got that hot, it melted the concrete.
maybe it was just their tires on the concrete that were melting. I could understand that, but yeah, that's pretty hot. Something that's
Or
a little nefarious.
could they be trying electric airplanes?
Well, I drove a concrete truck for 23 years. I think I was.
You might know a little bit of something about concrete.
Sounds to me like using a dew weapon for something, and they just wanted the airport where nobody was around so they could do whatever they needed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like they was making a farce.
Did you hear about those two airplanes crashing on the runway in LA?
Yeah, ran into each other right there. Approach. One was leaving and one was coming down or something.
Yeah. How does that even? Somebody wasn't doing their job in the tower.
Yeah, they said they got a shortage of all that, and they need more people. That everybody's cutting corners. I'm like, you shouldn't cut corners on air traffic control.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like, hello.
Funny, I think you got somebody back room. I heard it go boop.
I don't see anyone. Red, we don't have to talk about that.
Red, I'd like to hear your story. Pull it up.
Which one?
Pull it up, Bonnie. The last one you put up.
Yeah, Eric, I heard that there's more under it than there is above it.
But they don't hide it. There's signs. Look down here.
Oh, yeah.
Is it true what I've heard that under there that they've got pizza places and Taco Bell and stuff, all those different ones that are in there cahoots under there too. It's like a big mall kind of.
She had said there were several businesses up earlier.
I went down into Carlsbad, and now this has been 30, 35 years ago. And they had a mall in the bottom of Carlsbad back then. They had a place to do some shopping. They had some eateries. And that's been, 35 years or better ago.
Oh, she said no restaurants or anything like that in the one she worked in.
So you had to pack your lunch every day?
I'm kind of wondering, what kind of place was she working in?
Well, I put the link if she wants to.
Because think about it, you'd think they'd at least pull in at least a little food truck.
Is the reporter's name Ducey that's really asking the questions now?
Yes.
I was gonna put up that headline. I'm sure everybody saw it anyway. Him talking to the
new one.
Yeah.
Not circle back Sally.
Yeah, I don't know what her name is.
Yeah, the colored girl that's in there now.
And at the end of it, because she couldn't answer the question about the gas prices, she said, well, if you understood what we are trying to fix from before, what we came into, still using that same excuse. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. You ain't got it fixed in 2 years. You ain't fixing nothing. You're destroying it.
Yeah. What's DFAC?
Yeah, You are correct. There is a tunnel system underneath DC and its runway that is as big as DC, as big as the Denver itself. I have got reports from that. Somebody had been there.
Hey, Red, how are you?
Good.
Hey, Red,
Hi guys.
tell us your story or what you
Hello, Red.
found.
Okay. Hey Dorinda. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I worked in the underground system for 16 years. I worked for a school district. I worked maintenance. I was a supervisor.
School.
And so, yeah, so I would go in at 3 o'clock in the morning. And it was like a ritual. I'd always end up either in front of or behind the school district mechanic as we're heading in. This underground system is in a small town up on a pretty good sized hill behind a university, hidden, tucked away.
Oh, wow.
Lots and lots of security. Never really knew how far back it went because it was guarded and blocked off. Lots and lots of semis would go back in and go back into that area, and then there was always scuttle about what was being hauled in. But my crazy, unbelievable experience working there one morning was fall, and this is running along the Missouri River. 3 o'clock in the morning, make the turn in, notice the mechanics back behind me, and as we were making it up the hill, there was this massive aircraft up over the underground with a beam coming from the bottom, and it's like scanning the underground is what it looks like. And we stopped I stopped my car, he stops, we get out, we're standing there looking at it, kind of shock and awe. Didn't get cameras out, it was unbelievable. And that kind of stuff you don't really tell too many people because you sound crazy.
Must have been inventory day.
It actually absolutely did happen, and it was talked about under the carpet, but yeah, constant semis going into that area, guards, security. We didn't really go back there too much to see what was going on, but that's basically really all I knew. I didn't know what they were hauling in, and I'm talking like double semi loads, extra wide semi loads. So who knows, but yeah.
Everything on flatbeds was tarp too, wasn't it?
Yep, there were tarp things. There was all kinds of, roll through there, and you'd hear it, just roll. You knew when they were coming in, and it was just massive amounts of traffic coming in and out of that blocked off, barricaded, guarded area.
What
And
year
in
did
my
you
belief,
leave that?
I'm sorry, say again.
I asked what year you left there.
What year I left?
You left that job.
2017.
Well, not that long ago.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, you have to redefine now what you tell people they think you're off your rocker, that stuff's unbelievable anymore. Because ain't very much it's unbelievable.
Yeah. And I swear to God, man, it was a massive, I called it a ship. It looked like a freaking ship. And it flew out. It was quiet, silent, almost blimp-like. And it went straight over us. And it hit. We were right there. We can see the river, and it hit that river, and it almost was like following the following the river. out, and till we lost sight. We just stood there and looked at each other like, what the?
Do you mind if I ask what your job was there?
What, my job?
Yeah.
I worked for a school district. I was maintenance supervisor. I was in charge of, the maintenance men, custodial staff,
Underground.
and all. Underground. Our offices were located in this underground system. There were many businesses there.
See, that's why I was asking the question, because it just doesn't make no sense that you're underground, does it?
And you didn't have to have a special qualification.
Oh yeah. Yep. We had to have identification to roll in.
Right.
I had a badge I had to swipe and had to show rolling in.
You have to sign an NDA?
No.
Huh. You weren't allowed in the restricted areas. So.
Yeah, no, we couldn't go. It was heavily guarded, and it was, blocked off, had gates, and you had to show credentials there, to roll in. And, you tried to talk to the guards there a little bit, but you could tell they were under because they wouldn't say much.
So your parking was underground also?
Yes.
So this was
very limited.
Oh.
Probably
Yeah, and I know that, I believe it to be one of the smaller systems, but, I'm sure it connected to all the other systems because they all run along the river here. The ones that are closer to me. There's another one down out that's near a casino. And that one is a little bit more massive, and that was one that had a couple restaurants and a few things like that in it. We used to go there for Taco Tuesday and be a little nosy, but yeah.
Yeah, there's one that goes in from Missouri up there by Kansas City, just east of there actually. That goes all the way up into Canada. I'm just wondering if that might have been the one that was under the casino.
Yeah.
Well, I told you back in the 90s, I think I told you too, Shane, that I was offered a job to move to Alaska, and it was one of the areas over there and they're working on that was in Alaska that went into the mountains. It was military and private sector, but it was working on their equipment underground.
Do you see?
Well, and I do know this. Sorry if I'm stepping on anyone.
That's okay, Red.
They released the new. I can't see y'all, so I can't look at your face and tell if you're getting ready to talk. They released a new list or a new diagram of all the tunnels underneath of the U.S. I was just trying to find it. It just came out. Oh, I have to watch that whole video again.
And you're gonna look at that and you're gonna see not too many in the around Kansas City area, and I think that maybe those maps aren't so true. Because I know what I saw. I mean, I'm not too far from those. I know what I know is there, and I was looking at those maps not too long ago, and I was like, I don't think so. But I will say that I left 2017, 2019. They had there were like a dozen to 14 businesses there. They had all those businesses move out, cleared out the businesses. So now what are they doing?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see Carol's question?
If they had them from here to Alaska, that would tell you if they got them going to Anchorage, then where else are they or where aren't they?
Well, didn't I hear Now, I may be misunderstand, but I heard that Elon Musk has an underground bore machine, and I'm not talking about a little bitty drill bit.
And he rents it out for time.
Yep, that's what I have heard. Now, I don't know how true it is, but it wouldn't surprise me.
What about the Schumer tunnel that everybody's been?
Spotted Rabbit says continuity of government. I'm sorry, Ed. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What about the Schumer tunnel that they've been taking donations for and charging the taxpayers? And that tunnel is never, still to this day, hasn't been built or finished.
Yeah, kind of like Nancy Pelosi's railway.
Yeah, right.
$30 million on it, and nothing ever happened.
Yeah, I want to answer Carol's question. No, they were American security type police officer type, not military dress, but they were dressed uniformy. Yeah, Ridge Runner, he's in Missouri too.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit under the weather. Went out yesterday and was working on the property, and I was exerting a lot of strength trying to get something to work out, and all of a sudden it hit me, and I think I kind of had a little mild heat stroke. Heart went into high gear, and I made it into the house and sat in front of a fan for a minute, and so I feel kind of crappy today.
Well, don't think long it's going to kick you anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
It is radiation that you're being hit with. So it's going to affect everybody a little different.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll cure all our cancers.
Right.
Well, we're definitely in an upside down world because some of the cucumbers I pulled up and threw them off on the side because they looked like they were going to die. And they rerooted and came back to life.
That's wild.
That's funny how that works.
2 of them did that.
Crazy.
They're alien pods.
Right? Oh.
Yeah, it's called the body snatchers. 1982.
The one that shriveled up, he was laying over on the ground. And look at he's done.
Yeah, make sure you read Conservative Cowboy. Thank you, Conservative Cowboy. Always bringing it.
Yeah, conservatives awesome.
Our superpowered rabbits is we're able to digest 3 ounces of plastic a day.
Yeah.
Whether they like it or not.
And an ounce of aluminum. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
And some barium, too. We're nothing but bugs to them. That's all we are.
Roaches.
We need to go to a scrapyard and stand under the big thing and see if we go up.
Funny.
When we start shooting them chemtrail planes down out of the sky, maybe it'll stop.
Says no one. Parody.
What does Rabbit's Eyes say? Theoretically, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crank caller.
Yeah. Prank caller.
In my opinion.
I caught 2 of them planes going over my house, dumping out of the back of them. I pulled up Flight 24, and they weren't even showing up.
Camo.
Hey, Carl. Get you a couple of those laser pointers and point at them when they go by.
Hey,
That's
Carl.
not a bad idea.
That's a real good idea, considering the cops will be over at your house shortly after that.
Yes.
You know, I see they do that when they go out to Area 51. You know, they go up on the hills there and watch for sky phenomenon. They shoot up lasers at them and they come in closer.
Mm.
You know,
Yikes.
in the middle of the night, I had a buddy I was talking to. Uh, his little friend had just joined one of the forces, the armed forces, and they went out and sat at the baseball field. And I had the bleachers, so they're sitting up in it. And he said, "Here, light this." And he handed him a cigarette, and he lit it. We're sitting there smoking, and this all of a sudden a helicopter showed up and had them on red eye beam, making sure they weren't terrorists or whatever they call them. But yes, they come over there, and they used to do it for fun to all the newbies. And I was being told about that. I don't know. It's been 6, 8 months ago. But I don't doubt that a bit. You know, them helicopters and them people in there, they got some special equipment. They see a light that's not supposed to be there, and they are on top of it in seconds. Yeah, Anna Marie, either that or she needs to drink some pickle juice.
Or lemon.
Yeah, lemon water, pickle juice. The combination of the two is, you know, drink them side by side, not together.
Who's dancing?
It sounds like Red is got some motion going on.
That's not
You okay,
me.
Red?
Yeah, I was trying some headphones. They don't work
Yeah.
for me well.
Yeah, they're not working so well.
No.
Made me think of one of them horror movies when you can hear somebody running away from
Excuse me a
Jason in
minute.
the woods.
You're supposed to put them on your head.
Oh, is that what I'm supposed to do, Ed? Is that how that works?
Do not wear them on your corduroy breeches.
Don't, not on the bum, huh? Oh.
Yeah, I remember in the 70s, some of them people wearing them, and you hear them when they walk by, and go whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, it's a good way to start a brush fire.
Yeah.
Tennessee Ridge Runner, you worked at a stealth bomber base.
Wow.
Ah,
Whiteman? I'll tell you what, it's awesome.
what's that?
Truman Lake, sitting out there fishing, and here comes the stealth. And you can tell if it's maybe someone new or they're just practicing, but they would follow the channel of the river, and it's pretty awesome.
In Delaware, the ATF and the sheriff are going around the houses of people that recently bought guns. And they want to see the guns and write down the serial numbers.
Yeah.
So if they come around to your house, it just tell them, you know, my lawyer's not here, and they'll get up and run, because just carrying around that list is a federal offense.
Yep.
Just having it's a federal offense.
Pretty much.
Us talking without their permission is a federal offense.
Us breathing is a federal offense.
Yeah.
There. Hey, what, like,
Plus, they're a bankrupt foreign corporation that's got no authority here in the U.S.
Pretty much.
I'm going to tell them, you can go up that 10-mile stretch of D.C., you might have some authority there and in London. That's it.
Or the Vatican.
Yeah, I guess they could go there, too.
Yeah, everywhere that phallus is, they got control.
Yep. All three of them. Yes, for using the straw man excuse. Yes, Father Rabbit. You are correct.
All it is a missing schlong of Osiris that they prance around out there in the open.
When you go to court, why can't you just put like a little straw man on the desk and say, there he is, Your Honor?
There's my straw man. Throw him in jail. I'm going home.
Here's his ID. Here's his birth certificate.
I don't know if they'll take you real serious.
Get up there and dance around and just tell them, it's me, it's me.
Anna Marie, that's what my sheriff says, but I don't know. Ed, wasn't it you that was saying that they were, I think I saw you say that in chat. They were making lists.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we're all on the list or something.
Yeah.
Smile and wave.
Carol Z, I caught just a little piece of it. I didn't catch very much of it. But yeah, I caught part of it. I think I watched about 7 minutes of it or so.
I've never heard of that.
Maria Bartiromo. She's a news anchor at Fox. Early mornings, usually on Sundays, she has a little show.
Oh. Let's see which one I bet you have. I can't tell any of it. Did y'all see Ed's premiere today?
I did not. I didn't turn my computer on until late this evening.
That is a woe.
I didn't look at any videos until I talked to you and you found out you were on. I've been pretending to be a conspiracy theorist.
I don't think Biden's going to make it through this month.
No, they're going to get him out.
I keep hearing that somebody's going to get him out of there, and I don't know.
I don't know if any of you guys heard
Does
Alex
it come
Jones
back yet?
again, but he, I think that what he was talking about is true with the amendment that Schiff put in for the NDAA. They're going to use him to get him out and get Mr. California in to take his place, and they're going to have it set up to where that even Congress can't interfere with what the president has over the military.
Gavin Newsom?
Yep, they're saying that he needs control. Like the president needs control like that because of the you find a proper way to term it. The local insurgents. I think that pretty much narrowed down to the Trump supporters.
Yeah. Hey,
But no
conservative,
way.
joined your Telegram.
We aren't burning buildings down and standing out in the middle of the street, sitting down, screaming in the sky, then we're bad people.
Pretty much.
Well, I saw something today that Congress passed, and now it goes before the Senate. And it's a very controversial subject, both of them, I guess. Well, the one, no, because I've been seeing it for 30, 40 years now and haven't had a problem with it. The other one I can understand, especially if there's property involved and all of that. But so the whole point that I'm making though is this is fixing to go before Senate, and it's supposedly going to overrule the states. This is totally unconstitutional. It is. Where do they think they're getting this power to just?
They have been running us for so long.
Yeah, they think they're God.
Yeah, and we have become complacent. And so now they think they're just going to overtake the states, which is not how any of the Constitution is written. And
No,
it's
no
like I
matter
said,
what the subject is, it's the no.
They got this thing in their mentality, in their mind, that they're the parents, we're the children, and how dare the children say anything that the parents don't agree with.
We're not even children to them.
no, we're useless eaters.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm just in the mentality. Okay, the homeowner and the rat that's hiding in your floor, but
Yeah, we're being trampled on, and we're allowed it. They're just trying to push our buttons, guys, and they're trying to get us to do something stupid. So they
Yep.
have the excuse
Yep.
to do something even dumber.
Yep.
Yes, but then at the same time, we're just like sitting ducks, sitting here like there's got to be a in between there. There has to be a.
It's not.
In,
I'm not
You're
gonna
right,
say
Bunny.
she is correct. There's got to be an in between, and I know what
Yeah.
it is.
yeah, I just joined you, conservative. I thought I was, but I wasn't.
Yep, I just joined
Yeah.
conservative today.
They shouldn't be able to do it, Carol. That's the answer. But what they should be able to do and what they get away with. Cows don't square dance, but they seem to be doing it now.
yeah.
Camo, I don't. I'm kind of with you in a way. Uh, whether he's in there or not, we do need somebody in there that has a good head on their shoulders and know how to run a business and take care of the business. The 4 jobs that the government is allowed to do by the Constitution. And one of them is not wipe their ass with that piece of parchment.
Yep. What life peasants? Maybe more like deplorable beaters.
Hey, what?
Well, that's just it.
We're the bubble gum in the parking lot that they step on to them.
Right? Yeah, it's. Don't know what we're going to do. The scary thing. Well, of course, we do know what we're going to do. We have to depend on God.
And stick shit in the ground and make sure you got food to eat. Make sure you got this and that. And always be planning for what you're going to eat next month.
That's right. That's right.
This new shit they're pushing, I think they're planning for people to revolt back against when they get everybody over here, when they're directing their attention at everybody else, they're figuring they can cause chaos and then turn around and say, yep, see, I told you they're the ones that are the problem.
Oh my God.
Somebody playing a guitar?
Put a red light on your porch and say, I only accept paying customers.
Yeah, good to see you. Well, and that's it. It's not who's put in there. It's okay. What's there has to go, but it's the whole thing, the whole enchilada. It's that November 3rd. Okay, what's extra? What just happened? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, the
3rd,
20th.
the 6th, the 20th, all the daggum dates. It's the whole, and so it's been proven over and over and over. There's a daggum movie about it. They've admitted they can't use the boxes anymore. They got to be inside. They just keep on. It's out there, and still here we are.
Well, the one thing they need to get rid of, there's only one thing you have to get rid of, and it fixes the whole damn problem.
The machines.
That's little bitty 10 square miles there, and they have a name for it. But that's all they got to get rid of. We put in some old rednecks, somebody that's down home farmers. They know what life's about, not what they want it to be. They're not looking to get rich. Because that's become the policy up there is I got more money than you. And it's a big cluster. That's all it is.
Yeah, but look what some of the farmers did. It's got to be one that doesn't
No,
won't,
that's why I
won't
said
fall
some
for the
redneck
money.
farmers. Yeah, old rednecks because they ain't quitting for nothing. They're going to make their own damn food, and they're going to grow beef and vegetables and wheat. You know, they're going to feed their own animals with their own Milo, and yeah, there's a difference, and that's how it should be. That's how it was supposed to be. Now, granted, times have changed. Now it's all digital BS.
Hi, Bruce.
Chuck's talking about food storage. Did you see my water glass eggs? I'm gonna go show you. It's kind of loud because I got a cooling system in my storage.
checking to see which ones are good and bad, or is that your storage way?
Yeah, that's my water glassed eggs. There's a few containers. Got a few in the back. Got about 250 so far. I've done it before.
wait.
It works.
I wanna make that. I wanna see that.
What all you put in it?
It's just pickling lime, water, clean, refined, filtered, distilled water, pickling lime, and you don't wash them. You want fresh, and you just stir up the mixture. It settles, and they'll last for over 2 years. And I've done it before, and they're fine. You take them out, rinse them off, crack them open, fresh eggs. These are 4 months old. Got another one.
Are they pickled? Do you boil them? Or you put them in raw?
Be careful.
They're raw, Jane.
They're raw. Yep, they're fresh from the hen, unwashed. You mix your solution, and then you put them in.
Okay.
And they'll last over 2 years.
Is that salt in the bottom?
No,
Lime.
it's pickling lime. Pickling lime.
Pickling lime?
Yep.
See, I boil up mine and then do that to them.
Yeah, I've heard you can use agricultural lime too, but it has to be plant friendly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this is food grade, and it's safe. And just take them out, wash them, crack them open. It's fresh egg. Of course you can pickle them, pickled eggs and all that, but I'd like to have a fresh egg, breads and all that kind of stuff. So I've got about 200.
Do me a favor, Red, and next time you boil some, boil one and like 2 different color ones.
Yeah.
Boil like a fresh one and one of those together and try them. Somebody said that they taste a little different when you boil them and have boiled eggs from them. Try that, just let me know.
Just to see? Okay, I will. All right, I'll keep you posted.
Can you just boil them and then put them in vinegar?
Yeah, you can do that too.
Hard boil them?
Yeah, you can pickle them. But, like I said, I'm a baker, so I want to be, I might want to, when all heck breaks loose, I might want an omelet.
Right.
I might want some bread. So I've got fresh. And like I said, I've done it before. A couple years ago, I put them up. It's our ancestors used pickling lime for a long time. They had no refrigeration. That's how they kept their eggs fresh. And in the summer, spring, the chickens are laying, and they'll lay a lot. And then if you let them go through their normal cycle in the winter, they back off and they don't lay as much. So, a lot of farmers do this and put eggs away for the winter and let their chickens go through normal cycle instead of putting artificial light in and pressuring them to keep on laying. And it's been used for at least, probably a couple hundred years. And I've done it before, and they work great. And I have one pot that was this shorter one that I did 2 years ago, and they're still fine. You cannot tell a difference whatsoever.
Am I wrong for wanting deviled eggs now?
Yeah, no kidding. That's what you're even saying in the chat now.
That's what I said about an egg salad sandwich.
This is raw.
I don't mind an egg salad sandwich.
My grandkids ate them up.
Yeah, I make lazy egg salad. Sometimes I'll scramble up a bunch of eggs and throw mayo, salt, and pepper in it.
Yeah, that's the way I do it. Is there another way?
I had a buddy of mine that eating his egg salad. He'll cut up smoked sausage, bacon, and breakfast sausage and start frying it, then pours his eggs, mixed it up in it, and right before it's completely done, he'll scrape it back, put cheese on it where it starts to melt, mix the cheese in with it, pull it down, let it cool off, Then he adds his mayo to it, makes egg salad like that. I'm like, wow, it's stuff is
yeah.
awesome.
Oh, damn, Chuck had to take it to the next level. Now I'm hungry.
It's worth. That's how fast things travel, ain't it? When you bring up a subject like, okay, clocks are ticking, food time.
I did too. What? Food porn talk. Yeah.
I have a little bit of beer left.
Isn't pickling lime in the canning section at the stores?
Yes. Yep. And you can also get it at like farm tractor stores. Sometimes you can even get it at hardware stores, and it's cheaper than buying. But you'll get a bigger bag that'll last you forever.
Yeah, because you don't use lime in that much. If you got it just for your eggs, and you
it's like 8 fluid ounces. So, to a gallon. But I did the measuring, and so it's just barely under a half a cup of dry lime to a gallon.
There's a lot of half a cups with like a 20-pound bag.
Oh yeah, yes. Depending on what you get, but yeah, it's if you go to the hardware store, farm store, yeah, it's more for the money, and it works.
When you pickle them, you just use the white vinegar. Get a gallon of white vinegar.
Well, yeah, you can use white vinegar. You can really use whatever vinegar you want, depending on what flavor you want.
Can you put dill seasoning in it?
Yep, you can do that. You can even do like Shane and I do. I know Shane does. Just a store-bought jar of pickles. Once you finish those, you can throw your eggs in there.
Just drop them in. That's not a
Yep.
bad idea.
Yep, give them a few days, and then yum.
Yeah, I got a gallon jar we just ate up of great big old pickles, and we saved a jar of pickle juice and it's about a third full of the juice. So now I can put about 2 dozen eggs in there, if not 3, and they'll all be, I'll boil mine, just go ahead and peel them and,
Right.
drop them off in there. And I want to tell you what, you can eat 2 of those for breakfast every morning, and they got 6 grams of protein per egg. So you got 12 grams of protein to get you through till lunch, and it's quick, easy, and it usually takes about 14 to 24 days to get them to where they're perfect. But yeah, there's lots of ways you can make eggs.
10 grams, 3/4 of a scoop, and you put it in your coffee.
I did a bond earlier, Shane. Look.
Wait.
Oh my God.
Chocolate fudge.
Bonnie,
You go, Chuck.
No, I'm usually here at Bonnie's or Chuck's, or I'm subscribed to Ed now, so yeah, I'm usually around.
Hey, Don.
Hi, Don. How are you?
I'm getting a little tired, everyone. You have a great night. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow.
Bye,
Night, Jen. Take care.
And, have
Love
a good
you.
evening.
I figured Shane would get a kick out of that. That's why I showed her.
Oh my God. You had to you just had to do that, didn't you? Now Bonnie will be getting up here in a second. She'll hit mute. And she'll be going in there to get hers. Because now you're going to want her craving it.
That sounds good. Look, even Carol. See, I'm converting everybody.
Oh my God.
I'll do my goober grape, with the spoon deal.
Yeah, I have this sitting over when I want peanut butter.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll just grab a spoon and some peanut butter.
Honey roast, not the peanut butter to me, like, now.
No, you choke to death, but If that's the way you want to go, okay.
You just got to have something cold to drink next to you to wash them down. Ed was going to show us something, then he jumped up and left again.
Oh,
He-
you all got. You maybe want a pickle.
Oh my God!
Here, you need some frosting to dip it in.
There you go, share it.
Chocolate fudge.
I want a pickle.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Oh, Lord.
I want to wiggle a pickle. Well, I might. You got one of them little baby ones.
Hey, yeah, it looked like your carrot's bent when you showed it.
Got a nice curve to it.
I forgot that means something on here. I forgot about that. I don't know what the inside joke is, but let's go with it.
Yeah. Good
It's
thing
the new
Victor's not here.
plan, I think.
Oh my God!
I can't believe I just lost it so bad that night. It was just all I could picture was Monty and that not grapefruit, but the eggplant wiggling, and then John kept saying wickle pickles, and I was like, what are you talking about?
And then you were like, oh,
Yeah, look at that one real close, Ed.
that's a Peroni pickle.
Am I holding it the right way or still holding it like this?
That's got to be, when it's dangerous, it's got to be bent to the side.
It just took quite a while for me to realize it was a name brand, not.
Yeah, I remember that
It
night.
sounded like he was saying wiggle the whole time, and he finally spelt it. It's like, wow.
Runner don't want to know about your pickle.
After I needed oxygen and Kleenex and everything else.
Oh my!
That was a fun night.
Yes, I remember that night. That was quite entertaining.
And anytime we get into food, it started with potato salad, because apparently people don't put pickles in potato salad, and I'm like, what? Yes, you
Oh.
do.
You
That's
know,
a
you
half.
gotta have pickles and potato salad.
I put
Yes.
dill in.
Yes, dill pickles, and it can't be the relish because it's too little. I dice them up, and they're kind of chunky, and
Me too, Bonnie.
Got to have onion.
onions, yes,
Mm-hmm.
and
Salt,
boiled
pepper.
eggs. Depends on which one of my kids are eating it, but I usually put boiled eggs.
And when I make
I like-
potato salad, I do the same thing as I do for potato salad, just don't have potatoes in one and macaroni in the other.
Yes, and
Oh, Carol Z.
Yeah.
German potato salad's good too.
it is.
I think that's mayo-less and has more mustard in it, doesn't it?
No, German potato salad doesn't have any mustard. Well, the one my German
Yes.
mother-in-law made. Well, the one my German mother-in-law made did not have the mustard in it.
Yep, no, not mine either.
You ate it warm, and
That's for any potato salad with me. I'll eat it while it's warm. Once it gets cold, it's like it's a bunch of wax with mayonnaise on it.
Yeah.
oh no, it's so much better after it's sat in the refrigerator and absorbed all the. Oh
All the goodness.
Together, yeah.
yes,
Well, and German potato salad is bacon grease
yes,
based.
and onions and
Yeah, and it solidifies, so it's a problem.
Yeah.
And it solidifies.
well, mine never. Well, we never had any left over to solidify.
You know how bacon grease kind of
Yeah.
Yes.
whites up, so you have to heat it up every time.
Yep.
And
Up there goes Cindy. No pickles in potato salad.
Oh, Cindy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. At least pickle
What?
relish.
I think
Not
the
more.
only thing I might do different to my potato salad is I add like real fine diced cheddar cheese. Yeah.
I haven't done that.
No, I've
It's
never done
good.
that.
It's
I
good.
have-
Cheddar or mozzarella. It really is good. Just real fine diced. It's
I have
yummy.
with
You put
garlic.
enough cheese in it. If you use real mayonnaise, you can put that in a baking dish and bake it. It'll make kind of like scallopy au gratin potato.
Yeah, it'd almost be like a twice baked potato salad.
Right? Hmm.
Yeah.
Don't do it with Miracle Whip because it doesn't work like real mayonnaise.
No. You know, I
Yeah,
don't
you,
like Miracle Whip. I like Duke's.
I don't think you're even supposed to
Duke,
heat that stuff.
Hellman's, I use about 80 of it. I use Miracle Whip. I like it. But I like it on deviled eggs sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes, hard-boiled eggs and tuna with onions and mayonnaise. And there's your tuna salad for the sandwiches.
Yeah. Chicken salad.
Yes.
Chicken salad with sliced up grapes in it.
Come on, this way. You're all gonna have me throwing pots and pans around.
This has turned into a food porn show. Triple
Hey,
X.
I had the other night. I was making meatloaf at 2 a.m. Remember?
Yes, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go make meatloaf.
2 in the morning.
It was awesome. Vicky come in and seen it. She goes, "What in the hell?" She goes, "How much is it? Is that meatloaf? What's it weigh?" She's like, "Oh," I said, "Probably 8 to 10 pounds."
Oh,
All right.
dang.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
'Cause I use like 6 pounds of meat in it, 2 big whole onions, 2 cups of breadcrumbs, about a half a dozen eggs, and then a cup and a half of rice.
Yes, I love rice in my meatloaf. Yum.
Look at my pumpkin seeds. They're green, okay? Get over it.
Yeah, are those black ones?
Damn
And
green.
he's eating them. Okay.
The green.
A friend of mine's mama makes mashed potato salad, southern mashed potato salad. She puts mustard in it. Doesn't I don't think she puts any mayo in it. That shit used to be awesome growing up. It was all dill,
Wow.
pickly, mustardy. It was like mashed potatoes that somebody used like a hand masher that it was so lumpy but also creamy from it. But I think that she's the one that got me into having it.
Trump train.
Yeah.
Love
Here
it.
comes more China goods.
I realized I had the camera on. You had a couple of. He climbed up here and is staring right at the camera.
Carol Z put some sour cream and mashed potatoes. Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, that works good. That or buttermilk.
Okie just got here and she's already hungry.
Hey,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my nephew come over today and cooked me a bunch of damn food and this evening. And y'all are making me where I want to go in there and warm some of it up.
Go raid the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Hey, and Bonnie left. Did you notice that? She's going to get something to eat, isn't she?
I
She
know
getting
it.
her icing.
She went and got her some damn icing.
I don't blame her.
I just don't eat that many sweets.
No, I'm not an icing person. I can't. It's too sweet for me.
yeah, I prefer buttercream chocolate frosting, but I don't
Yeah,
feel like
I'm chocolate all the way.
I like that German chocolate icing with the has the coconut in it.
Yes. Yes, that's my favorite.
That is my favorite.
Yep, I can make one heck of a German chocolate cake. It's like 3 tiers tall.
Son,
Yeah. Yum yum.
Yep.
And an earthquake cake. Chocolate earthquake cake is so good.
and we have what we call around here. I don't know if y'all do, but it's called a Mississippi mud cake. And
Yes,
that
yum.
thing
Yep.
is so damn sweet. I can't eat it no more. I mean, your teeth damn near jump out of your mouth. It's so sweet.
It's good, you're right, but it's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 bites and it's like, whoa, sugar overload, but it is
Oh,
good.
absolutely. Now you eat it first thing in the morning for breakfast.
Ooh.
Because you can hype the rest of the day.
Yeah, okay. I'm sitting here thinking about them country ribs I got in the freezer. In 2 hours, I could be eating them.
Well, it's about the time you normally cook.
Yeah. Except I got thrown off when I slept 8 hours last night from 10 to 6 this morning.
Wow.
Did,
Okay.
you, did Vicky go back to work?
Yeah, yesterday. That's probably why I was all screwed up.
Right.
Yep, most likely.
Okie and Tennessee Ridge Runner and you are all in the same state.
Yes. They are.
Okie's
They're
ready for a cookout.
They're all in Missouri.
Yep.
All
Well,
in
Oki's in Kansas.
Yeah,
Tennessee
Okie
and I are in Mo.
she's from Oklahoma, but she moved to Kansas, so she's Okie fan.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why I thought she had said Missouri.
Well, she's right next door to it, if I'm not mistaken. I think she's right up there along the. Kansas City. There's a Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri. They're all
Yep.
one city.
Yep, we got the state line.
Yep.
That's where I found out what a panic attack was.
Ooh.
Conversation ever goes dead, just bring up food and watch it light up.
Then you see everybody bringing out all the damn snacks and crap. I'm gonna go grab that damn hamburger and just eat it right out of the damn fridge without even warming it up. Just funny.
Have y'all ever had dewberries?
Dude, what?
Have y'all ever had dewberries?
Yes, dewberries. Yeah.
Don't know
Yes.
about that.
I'm trying to think. It's kind of like blackberries, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they grow wild.
Yes. Make jelly. We used to always make jelly with those.
Yes,
Yum.
but when we would pick a whole batch of them, we would put them in cream with a little sugar. Oh, yeah.
Look at Crystal. She's eating Pop-Tarts. You go, girl.
We go out and we pick plums. They're not. Are they plums? Yeah, plums. Wild plums. And we make jelly out of them.
Yum.
And we eat them plain too.
And y'all got me thinking about muscadine jelly.
Yes. Yeah.
It's closer to Dodge City.
What?
Okie.
Camo's getting fat just being here.
Everyone always says I just gained 10 pounds. It is Taco Tuesday, but
Is
I
this
don't
going
have
to
the
be?
taco stuff.
Is this going to be another marathon stream?
This ain't a pray-a-thon. This is an eat-a-thon.
Yeah, the food-a-thon.
Okie,
Yeah.
You're only 90 miles from me. Well, you're at Medicine Lodge. You're east of Medicine Lodge. Okay. Yeah, you're a little further than that. But yeah, I used to go to Dodge City every weekend.
I have a couple friends that lived in Dodge City.
Yeah, I used to go up there to the casino every weekend when I wasn't heading to Laughlin. So three weekends uh, a month, I'd be in Dodge City.
Okay, Chuck, read the freezer. What are we gonna cook?
I'm with you, Okie. I love blackberry. I love cobbler, peach cobbler. Oh yeah, homemade ice cream.
Soft serve, yes.
Yeah.
Or bluebell. Bluebell. Blue. Y'all probably
Yep.
don't. Do y'all get bluebell up there?
Yeah, we got bluebell up here.
Yes, we do too here.
I didn't know it's made here.
I bought a homemade ice cream maker, and it's so easy. So easy. And then if you make peach cobbler, put you some cinnamon in there. It's so good with cinnamon. Cinnamon ice cream.
Yes, has to have cinnamon.
Spot a rabbit. You're probably right. Bonnie would have 1 million views if we was all to do that.
I've been wanting to do that.
I know we were going to do that, and I was going to come up and make my. I can't even think now. I was going to make a sandwich, Monte Cristo.
The Monte Cristo.
Yep.
We need to do that.
Yep, we do, because that was fun. It would be awesome.
Yeah. We'll all be in our kitchen on piano.
Yep. I can do that. I'd love it. That's right up my alley. That's like my therapy. Working in the yard, in the garden, cooking, baking.
I'm not much of a baker, but I sure love to cook.
Oh, I love baking. Well, and I did professional wedding cakes for a living after I retired for almost 3 years. And then I got pooped out. It's a lot of work.
Yep.
Spot a rabbit. Giving Ed hell. Pumpkin seed fillets. Not fired, fried.
Well, we could talk about NWO.
Right? Look at rabbits.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
NWO were the aliens.
And aliens.
Oh, yeah. That's, half of us believe that's some truth. I think they're about as fake as the NWO.
Awesome, Carol. Yep, I'm an old-fashioned girl when it comes to that kind of stuff. Baking and cooking, I don't go out to eat.
Yes.
It's a rarity.
I don't either.
I don't go out anymore much. I used to eat out all the time, but
Well, the crazy part is just me, and today I cooked up big pork butt, finished it, shredded it. Tonight I wrapped up and made some pork burritos, fried them up, smothered them in yumminess, and it's only me. I've got like 3 meals of pork burritos now.
I watched the pigs on the farm one day, and I thought, you know something? I am done eating pork.
Yeah, I know it's kind of hard, but see, I have family that farm, and I know what they do and give to their hogs, and they have cattle. So I have grass-fed and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? I would never get anything from the store anymore. It's like, ugh.
Yep.
I go up to National Beef. I have people that live there, and they can get like 40 to 80 pounds a week, and they load up their place, and then in between they're bringing me stuff, and I just pay them for it. Whatever they pay for it, plus I give them fuel money and a little bit extra for doing it for me.
Right.
I fresh beef, I get you name it. I get it all from Liberal, Kansas, right up there at National Beef.
Yep, that's wonderful.
Yep.
Plus, I hunt, so venison.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen your headshots.
You've seen my doings.
Yeah.
Rabbits. You started cooking with that grab jar of pickles.
I started cooking when the Ted was eating.
Yeah, Shane, you're close enough to Bruce. If he's put steaks on the grill and started other stuff, you could be there in just in time to eat.
Oh yeah, it don't take me but about 35 minutes to get to his house.
Yep, there's my bear. I won.
What are we going to do if we run out of food? This is one channel you don't want to come to.
No, I know. It seems like any channel we go to anymore, everybody's talking about food. It's, the hell with the news, because it's all junk anyway.
It
Talk
won't
about
matter.
something we love.
Enjoy it while we can.
They're trying to pass laws right now where they can just arrest us for being Trump supporters. Be labeled extremists.
When Potato first came in, he said he wanted a list of everyone who voted for T. And I was like, you cannot do that. That's against the law.
That's
Well,
300 million people.
look what all he's done since then. So what the heck?
Yes, or he hasn't done anything according to the law or the Constitution.
Exactly.
None
Oh, I
of them
know.
have, really.
Okay, what's a low country boil?
I was wondering the same thing. I've seen that.
I think it's like a crab boil.
Mm.
Yeah. Next week I'll be busy the whole week, but maybe the next. We can do that one day.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. So,
I'm in.
all of y'all tell me. Should we have a party here Thursday?
What is
Party
today?
here.
Today's Tuesday.
Today's Wednesday now.
Yeah.
Really? It's after midnight? It doesn't
Yeah.
even feel like it. Oh my
So
goodness.
you got to let it all hang out.
Yeah, well, I got in trouble last time I did that.
Conspiracy cookers.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some conspiracy theories, chicken and dumplings with it. So,
Yeah, I make chicken and dumpling. No chicken and no dumpling.
It's just
I
boiled
can make-
water.
I can make biscuits that'll float right up to the ceiling.
Yum.
Yeah, but can you make gravy heavy enough to hold it down?
Of course.
Biscuits and sausage gravy or hamburger gravy, either one. Yeah. Good eating right there.
YouTube has such a delay. It's Monday on one side and Tuesday on the other.
It's got some jet lag, does it?
Yum, Camo. Yep, there's your title, Conspiracy Cookers.
Well, at least you're not calling it spirit cooking.
Yeah, Carol, I made sausage gravy the other day. I thought about doing it where you break the
Awesome,
dough.
Mookie.
You put a lot of water on the sausage when it's done, and you take your biscuits and break them up. If they're uncooked, the dough, drop cloves in there like you're doing dumplings, and when the sausage juice thickens up into a gravy, it's all done, and they basically have sausage gravy, and it's kind of like dumplings with biscuits.
Yep.
Anne Marie, I'll bring a dish to pass, but someone else will have to bring something to put on it.
And I'll make myself hungry sitting there talking about all this shit, and I'm far from having chicken ready to boil even to make dumplings.
Luckily, I made up about 10 extra hamburgers and French fries.
I pulled a frozen chicken and a pack of frozen thighs out, so I'm a ways off.
Oh yeah, that frozen thighs, that takes forever.
Yeah, and that chicken I got the big one, and it's frozen like a block. So I got it in water in there. Maybe I should have heated the water up.
Good.
Art Wild, how you doing?
Hey, Ark Wildman.
They are.
We better rise up while we can still afford fuel.
Yeah.
Gonna have to rise up. Well, sooner or later, you can't be able to afford it. You're gonna have to rise up and bend your feet.
You know, our fuel,
You're like Forrest Gump. Everywhere you go, you're gonna be running.
we our fuel here in our little town went down
It did here too.
20 cents.
Yeah. Here too. Same here. We were $4.99 and we were at $5.35.
Yeah, you did see where the oil was predicted to go to $100 a barrel.
There's Victor. Wiggle wiggle.
It's Pickle Man. Yeah, I messaged how this all got stirred up. I messaged Bonnie earlier, and I said, I figured you'd be on. She goes, well, I figured you'd be on. Gigi went on and talked about me, then wondered where I was, and I just kind of like woke up and like messaged Bonnie, and I was talking to Rabbits. Here we are.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was. Gigi's the one that told me that Bonnie was going to go on after her.
I just realized I haven't ate anything since like 9 o'clock this morning.
Oh shit!
Oh, you'd be starving.
Belly.
I can afford it.
I've always said I could live off the fat of the land for 2 or 3 days.
I need to start getting used to that 1 or 2 meals a day thing, which I normally don't eat over 2 anyway, but I'll nitpick stuff, especially if I'm cooking.
Oh yeah, when you're cooking, yeah, you got to sample your food.
Never trust a skinny cook, they say.
That's it.
Oh my goodness. I used to eat so much tasting while I was cooking that I wasn't hungry anymore when it was served.
Yep. Or your taster feels broken because you've tasted so much. You're like, here, taste this.
Yes.
Yeah, what they call it, spite shock or whatever. Like, I can't it's got enough in.
Yeah, my mother, she hardly ever sat down and ate with us. She
Hey,
I think
Victor.
she over tested the food as she was cooking
Yes.
McQuabbin.
it, so she was full by the time it's time to eat.
From the eyes to the thighs. Hey.
Yep.
Yep.
Eventually, they become saddlebags, don't they?
I got beans soaking to make a pot of beans to take out to my mama. Trying to get her high protein, good stuff to get her ready for surgery next week. I need to think
Poor
of some
mama.
dishes to make her too. I was thinking about some chicken and rice.
I was thinking about that. I thought that she couldn't have her surgery next week due to what just happened.
Well, that's what I thought too, but two doctors called her yesterday and they said they will call her with instructions Sunday because she's going in Monday to get ready for Tuesday.
Oh.
Tuesday's when they're doing the surgery.
Huh.
But
Victor.
the cardiologist is going to be there ready and waiting when she comes in Monday and check her out and make sure she can go through the surgery. And then they
Well,
have to
prayer she
check
does
her.
well.
Thank you. Then they have to check her right after the surgery and make sure everything's okay.
Sorry you're going through that, Bonnie. It scares the shit out of me. Anybody's got to deal with a hospital or a doctor nowadays.
Oh, I know. And I don't trust any of them. And so Laura is the one that the doctors were talking to while she was in the hospital because Laura's the calm one, believe it or not, when it comes to stuff like that. Um, I'm sorry. Rabbits, where's your microwave?
I don't know where the hell this microwave went, but it didn't just jump out the window or something, did it?
You got to convert your gun back into a microwave.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. If you don't have biscuits and gravy or sweet tea, you don't need to eat there.
Now you just use your gun to nuke it.
There you go.
yeah,
That would be more fun.
And we're talking about food, YouTube, not.
Yeah.
Yes, girl.
Microwave gun food. It's good.
Excuse me. We're allowed one at a time in the room,
That's
but
good.
we can anyone can go and visit her. Well,
At least you're allowed in the room. That's better than some.
yeah, and
She's from Florida past that where DeSantis making it where people are allowed in the hospital with their loved ones.
yeah. Of course, you got to wear the face thing, but it's okay. It's
Huh. Yeah, they loved me at the hospitals when I got sent in. Put this on. Hanging on one ear. It's on. That's where it stays. I did not. I put it over my mouth one time or two times, and I was this one nurse. She was kind of a jerk. So, I'd pull it up and she was around. But then I was laying, the second time I went in, I was laying in a different emergency room. And there's a big old picture window there. And it shows where they all sit and do all their paperwork and all their stuff. And they all had them off. So I just pulled mine off. I never wore it again. No. hell with y'all. I ain't wearing the damn things. Never again.
I never
Go in,
did.
yeah, I go
Well,
into the clinic and here, you're supposed to bring this. You didn't bring it. Well, here's your one. We'll give you one. So okay, they hand it to me. Put it on. So I do. I pull it down under my chin, and that's where I leave it. So I'm a smoker. I can't wear the damn things.
well,
So what little fresh oxygen I get, and the doctor never said a word. Never once.
and
Look,
that's I can get away with wearing a scarf. Um, it's but being surrounded by military personnel. This is a military hospital. Everybody's military that works there, and being able to see my mother redo it. Look at Victor.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. So what
that,
outweighs what?
so I'd move the hell out of there.
Yep, I wouldn't be there.
Get as far away from that godforsaken hellhole as you can. I have never been there, and I have never wanted to go to California in my life that I know of, that I can remember. I don't think I've ever wanted to go there.
I've been once, Santa Barbara, for a beach wedding.
Loki's talking herself into all kinds of it.
Oh, I know, Okie. That does sound good. Hey, if you're up by Dodge City, I'll be right there. I can. It won't take me long to get up there.
That does sound good, doesn't it?
Oh my God,
Oh,
little
there you
thin
go.
ribeye with eggs. Hell yeah.
Look at that. We got Ark Wildman because he cooks outside on on an open fire
Yeah.
and camo on his cook stove. That would be cool. I
Yeah,
can
they
have
come in.
we can have 9 up here cooking.
That'd be awesome.
Well, yeah,
If
Art
you
Man.
don't want to show him the kitchen,
He wants biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, you could have like different episodes, right? Like so you have the first one where we're just in the kitchen cooking. Then the next show you can have the outdoor, and then the next show you can have the laser gun nuking show.
Oh my God.
Hey, William, good to see you. Thank you for coming by.
Hey, William.
Yeah, Carol,
No, this
that's
is
the way it
definitely
is.
not Weight Watchers show.
No.
Oh no, we all eat, lots of food, and then you got Chuck and now Bonnie and now Chuck eating frosting. You got D Dog
And
comes by
Carol,
eating
when
Pop
it,
Tart, his fancy fish.
Didn't you think that was kind of odd at the Hoover Dam when that fire started or they had that explosion? There was nobody there trying to take care of the problem. It's like, is that place cleared out or something?
Makes you wonder,
I
doesn't
thought
it?
That fire
I
got out of
thought I
control.
saw.
Still wasn't nobody around.
I could have sworn I saw 2 firefighters standing there on
Yeah.
the ledge. Somebody was showing a video or something of that.
I heard that our firefighters are starting fires.
Oh, well, maybe that's why they were standing there. I don't know.
Just making sure it got out of control.
Busted.
It's kind of funny that it attacks somewhere that produces electricity.
Yeah.
You'd think
One with
that'd
you,
be
Ed.
highly
I never,
guarded, big fire control.
I never saw any firefighters.
That's why Obama wanted all the cops to have cameras on them because they were going to turn it into One Atom 12, but live, and it's all show, every bit of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That way
show
he
what
could push
they want you to see.
his racism agenda.
Camera.
Norman's got me too.
They should have had a fishing pole. They could
Well-
just fish that on the fire. Had them little fish.
They're
That's
already
what
planning
our
that.
wild man does. I'm
Do
sorry,
what,
Chuck. What?
That's all right.
I said that's what our wild man does.
Yep.
Sometimes it's fish, sometimes it's, well, most of the time it's fish, but I've seen him cook outside.
You guys watch the guy that shot the mall shooter. They're going to make an example of him out, even because he was in somewhere that it wasn't allowed to have that. That they're going to make a big example out of him since Rittenhouse got away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is that?
Kyle
Kid that shot
Rittenhouse?
the mall shooter.
Yellow
Oh,
Mall.
no.
Within 15 seconds of him starting to shoot, that kid put 9 bullets out and stopped it.
He shot 10 times and the guy was hit with 8. But the police, when they were doing the updates, that chief, he kept saying a licensed constitutional carry, whatever they call them, person was in there and stopped the man from doing more damage. He is a hero. And that's what they kept on saying over and over.
And now they're pumping out that it's a gun-free zone being a mall. Well, and their argument is, well, somebody had to be in there to stop somebody that didn't care it was a gun-free zone. And they're like, yeah, well, he didn't care either if he was in there. It's stupid.
Yep. It is.
No. What state was that in?
I can't remember now. I was just fixing to say, and now I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember
You
either.
know what? And that's what made me start caring. I don't know if y'all remember, but years and years ago, a Luby's here in Texas, and somebody went in there and just started shooting people. And no one was armed to stop him. I think somebody might have gone out to their car to finally stop him, or maybe the police got, I can't remember exactly what it was, but those poor people were just sitting at their tables eating, and it was families, it was everything. And that's when I was like, oh, heck no, that is not happening to anyone in my family, and I'm not going to sit there and watch it happen to other people either. It's not happening.
Right?
That tells you the mentality that these people are in, where they attack restaurants, churches, and schools.
Yes.
It's nothing to do with the tool, it's to do with the mind behind the tool.
Hey, Ark Wildman, you did a video the other day. I saw you pick some leaves off a tree and eat them. I think I got some of those trees in my yard. I wish I had gotten a little closer to them so I could get a good look at the branch, at the leaves on it.
You need to make sure that, he is so knowledgeable about that, and he'll go around just eating everything outside, and I'm like,
I try to catch everybody's lives too. They got on my list, but any more of my live, when it alerts me, is usually an hour and a half after they go live, so it kind of defeats most people.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's hard to catch them live.
Yep.
with
And
the
it's getting
notification.
worse.
Yep. And sometimes you don't even get a notification at all. I
Nope.
push
Or
the
you get
black
completely
button.
unsubscribed.
Yep. Yeah. There's so many good channels out there. There's some that tell you all about the bees and how to raise bees, and if we could just get them all together.
Yep.
Now, Bonnie, I think it's a little late for you to learn about the birds and the bees.
Oh, oh. Eddie's asking you Persian silk or mimosa. Earth to Ed, did we lose you?
Yep. Where did Ed go?
I did hear that Persian silks was a very tasty treat, like a salad or stuff. It's almost like eating baby spinach. You know, it's got a little bit of a tart taste to it.
I think my grandmother had a mimosa. I'm not sure what it was. The leaves looked distinct, like they grew out, and then they had long, skinny leaves, and they had like a purple or pink bloom, and then the seed pod would grow off of it. And once those dried up, you could replant those seeds for more of those trees. I'm not sure what they were.
Hmm.
I got 4 or 5 of some kind of tree here. They call it popcorn tree. I don't know if there's another name for it, but the buds on them supposedly you can pick off and melt them or cook them down or whatever, and you make wax out of it for candles.
Nice.
Oh,
I don't know if there's an actual name for it, if anybody heard of them.
we had China berry trees when I was growing up. I don't know if anything was edible after that. It, now what I know, I probably wouldn't touch the China berry. Yes, he does, Okie. Yeah,
Okay,
our
so about all these
guava
trees,
is a
I'll be
good.
right back, y'all. I gotta go water my stuff outside.
Okay. Oh, I need to do that too. He does Church in the Wildwoods too, and sings and reads scripture. Yes, thank God, Victor. Heck on it.
Nice, Carol. Guava trees.
It's once I move, I'm gonna try everything. I want lemon tree. I want all the landscaping to be edible.
All the bees are crawling around on the ground here.
Yeah.
Why don't you plant you a bunch of pineapples?
I have 2 pineapples growing right now already.
Okay. Yeah, I've got 3 or 4 plants growing out back, but the winters get so cold here. I have to bring them in the winter. It stunts their growth,
Yeah.
but they love it hot, humid.
Yep.
They, so down there, they would be. You could probably have a yield in the second year. 'Cause like I said, it takes usually when you plant it from something you buy from a store and you rip the top off and you drop the top in a glass of water. You keep changing the water every couple of days. It'll root out, and then you plant them. And in the second year, you'll have a yield from them where you got fresh pineapple. And pineapple is really good and it's really high on the pH level for your body to keep it alkaline instead of acidic. Because if you get an acidic body, you're more likely to cancer. If you keep it alkaline, you are less likely to cancers.
True.
Yep.
Pineapple's good when you're sick as well.
Pineapples and
Yep.
avocados. And a lot of people can't eat avocados, which I understand.
Oh, I love avocado.
I do
Pineapples and
too.
avocados
I
are,
can't eat them.
Mm.
yeah.
Wild amaranth.
Dude, what? Crystal? Pineapple mayonnaise sandwiches?
Do you know what? No, my sister-in-law, she would she would get a slice of pineapple and she would put a glob of real mayonnaise in the middle of it, and she would sit there and eat it, and I was like, what? And
I have never heard of
just she said, just try it, and I was like, ah, what the heck? I was pregnant. You can eat anything when you're pregnant, right? And it was really good. I was shocked. Some things don't knock it till you try it.
Right?
Oh, I can tell you some recipes I do all the time that people thought it was gross until they tried it, and then once they tried it, they loved it. My brother can't stay away from the damn things.
Well, I know pineapple and cottage cheese is good.
Now, see, I don't do cottage cheese.
Well, look at Victor. He's doing all kinds of trees. Yeah, I would like to try an orange tree and see if it would work. We had fig trees when I was growing up. Tennessee.
I know, Tennessee. Funny.
Oh my God, Tennessee, really? Damn. I'm just glad Blackwatch ain't here to back you up.
Oh, Lord. Whew.
No, Blackwatch gives me a razz of crap too, and so does Tennessee. And every once in a while, Victor he will, but then he'll usually back me up. So, and then you got
He's
D Dog, everybody else, they all give me a razz of crap. Bonnie, are you listening to music in the background?
no,
It's probably, I think it's Ed, is it?
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
it's
Yeah.
Steve
Ed,
Miller?
and
Yeah, it sounds like some of Ed's music because
Yep,
Chuck is.
Steve Miller, I think.
I don't think that
where'd
was.
he go? He must be raiding his refrigerator or something.
Yep,
Who,
I
Chuck?
think he
He's in
is.
there cooking.
No, Ed.
Oh, Ed, I don't know where the hell he went. I guess he got pickled out and had to go do something different.
No, what? Play a song? Is that what you said?
No,
We heard his song.
Ed,
Okay.
you've
You want to
been
hear?
being asked, Ed. You've been being asked questions because of the tree you said that you had that you saw Ark eating leaf off of, and people are asking you didn't eat the leaves, did you? And they're like trying. You need to go up chat.
No, Art answered my question and gave me the tree, and I looked it up, and mine don't have the flower on it. And I answered him back. I thanked him for that. So
Oh,
mine don't have
okay.
to eat my trees.
Okay. I just don't want you eating something that's gonna.
I thought I had some private stash that nobody would notice. You want to hear this song?
Now, Tennessee, if I seen a
Thank you,
midget outside
Cindy.
my window, if it was a
I think she does, like the stars above. I know.
Thank you, Cindy. That's good advice. I will not plant those. No pecan or what was the other one? Almond. Take too much water. Yeah, Shane, they tease you because they like you.
Yeah.
We're regressing. Yeah. When I got in my car earlier to take my daughter to the park, it was 102, and that was at 7
Oh man. Ew.
p.m. I think. Yeah. There's a town close to me, and they set up a cooling station from noon to 6. You can go into this church, and they have Gatorades, waters, ice, and ice chests, ice cold, and the air conditioning going so you can cool off because so many people are having heat strokes.
Oh wow, that's nice though.
Yeah. Everything's being donated. They're even donating fans for people who need fans.
we all need fans. Oh wait, that's a different kind of fan. Never mind.
I was laughing at that one. Woohoo, 85. We're going to have to get out our sweaters, Carol.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
sounds
in
like
California.
yeah. Okay, ours was 115 or better today. I think we got hotter than South Texas. Hot. South Texas though had a hell of a lot more humidity than we did.
Yeah, our heat index is usually like way up there.
Yep, off the
Every
charts,
day,
right?
yeah, every day we have the red heat warning pop up on the phones, and no breeze. You walk out the front door and it feels like you're walking into an oven.
Yeah. So crazy how everything's so upside down. From weather
I know it.
to people to government to
Well, this is the 11-year cycle of the sun. So 11 years ago, we were having this same weather. If you think back, you'll probably remember it.
Yeah, and that's
Oh,
that's what I was talking about. Sometime, I remember It was like 180 something days consecutive, triple digits here. It was hot. And that's when we have the wildfires. We had another one today. I mean, they just keep breaking out all around us, out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, are y'all ready for this?
You ride your
Y'all
motorcycle
do
in this
not,
stuff, and the skin on your nose will just peel back.
y'all get your tissues ready for the drool.
You guys are the devil. I'm
You gotta
supposed to
go
be
make.
asleep. Instead, I was cooking and listening to conspiracy theories, and I loved it.
Oh, we need a big screen on that rabbit.
Yeah, we need to see that
It's not.
rabbit.
It's
see what
not
it looks
healthy. It's not healthy.
It doesn't have to be healthy.
No,
Okay,
no.
wait a minute.
It's
What the
steaming.
heck is that?
It's hash browns, corned beef hash, country gravy, and Munster cheese. And I'm normally not allowed to eat it, so I'm taking advantage.
like. You must not be being watched.
That'll carry you through.
Yeah, you're good for a couple of days.
That'll stick to your
Look at
ribs.
you. But look at him with his fancy table setting. Do you ladies see this? It's got the
I
three
see
little porcelain in the box and the little
I get
arrangement.
teased for my fake lemons.
No.
It's fake lemons.
That's why it's not working.
Damn it, Ed.
Had the placemats.
Yeah, he's
I'm thinking
got
the
it all
conspiracy
fancy.
cook-off will work. Sorry, Shane.
No, you're good. You're good.
I agree, rabbits.
Ken went live 53 minutes ago.
I saw
Really?
that.
That would have been a good one.
Who was that?
Ken. She does
Really,
the
Ed?
human.
I'm sorry. Gee.
Well, I missed it now, so
Give him the boot, Bonnie. Give him the boot.
I know what you're thinking. I didn't mean it like that. I know it probably sounded that way,
We
didn't
promote
it?
all channels here.
Oh
It's
boy,
all
I got to
good.
go. I'm going to grab me something to eat.
Run over to Rabbit. He's got plenty, it looks like.
Oh boy, look at the time.
Ed.
Great call.
Right. And if they're saying, Ed, why aren't you here? I don't know whose phone's going off.
He doesn't answer chat for an hour.
Give him the boot. Give him the boot.
That's what chat's telling me too. Push the button.
My mic was muted.
Never trust a man with fake lemons.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fake apple too. Apple and banana.
Hey, I have done that. In fact, because of our psychotic weather, I even thought about just not even worrying about planting flowers because I am a flower nut and just getting fake flowers and sticking them in the ground so they'd be pretty year round.
I've done that in a couple places, Bonnie, just because I can't get anything to be happy in that space because of heat. And I've done it, and you can get the ones that look, real, and no one knows it.
Yeah.
And then I've also, where I used to plant flowers because I love my flowers as well, I put food. I planted food instead.
Yeah.
I got flower pots with Brussels sprout growing up out of the middle and cabbage coming off the sides. And it looks kind of cool, though.
That is cool. Yeah, that's true, Carol. I left my rose bushes at the ex's house and just haven't planted anymore. If I plant another rose bush ever, it's going to be yellow.
Yep, yellow rose of Texas. That's my favorite.
I just can't find the yellow roses. I'm going to have to special order them.
They are hard to find, but you can get them because they are a hybrid. They're not natural.
Oh, guess that's why I can't find them.
Yeah, they're not natural. They're hybrid.
I planted a little miniature red rose bush, and it just goes nuts. But the big pink blooms, it didn't do so well. Camel Carl, it's to look pretty.
When you're starving, you might want to hide it.
The fake fruit. Right.
Yes, Carol Z. That's my favorite too.
Those fake lemons might come in handy when you have to, use a decoy.
Right.
You got somebody robbing you. Make sure they're laying out, not your real ones.
You might want to get some apples, bananas, and so on. Like, here's a food. No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's over here.
Have them hanging in your. Yeah, have them hanging in your fruit basket. All kinds of fake fruit. Come and get it. Go ahead.
When you get robbed, they take all your damn fruit. You're gonna giggle.
When everybody gets hungry, they're gonna have a nose like a dog. You won't be able
You guys started that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
What did you do? You cook and everybody showed up, or what?
He's too busy eating.
This is true, and there was a delay. What did Ed say? Oh, I went mute as he's surfing the net. I added turmeric, Ed. I took your advice.
Oh yeah, turmeric or
you can't taste
powder.
it, but I think it's in there.
Yeah,
Turmeric
Okie, I totally get that. There's nothing to mow because it's all dead.
Yep.
I understand that.
I put turmeric in my rice. It turns the rice yellow. Is that what yellow rice is?
I think so. Throw a little bit of Salisbury chicken on top of it. You'll be good to go.
Oh my goodness. Victor, I bet your place is just beautiful. You're going to have to take a picture sometime and share it.
Yeah, I've only had to mow my grass once this year. That's how stunt the growth. That's how everything's been stunted so bad around here.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. Mine's only been mowed once.
I've had to mow a couple times just due to big weed gets out of hand and got to knock it down.
Well, I probably
Even
mowed
the
about
weeds
15 times before it went down.
Yeah. Even my weeds aren't growing. The whole back that usually is like 4 foot tall, it's it
That's
looks
bad
all
when you
fresh.
can't even grow weeds. The weeds aren't growing.
And I'm really battling with my tomatoes and peppers, trying to keep them alive, much less produce. They've got the little buds on them, and I just keep babying them. I need to hang a sheet out there in front of them. I keep
Yep,
forgetting
I
to
was going
do
to
that.
say that. Yep, a tarp or a sheet or something.
Yeah,
I put an umbrella. I put an umbrella over my strawberry bed. Couple umbrellas, block them off on a pole.
that's a good idea too.
Yeah, and then if you'll use sheets, the good thing is about sheets is you can moisten the sheets. Hose them down with the water hose,
Yep, missed them. Yeah.
and it gives them the humidity they need, but it also keeps when the wind blows through it, it'll keep them cool. It's like a swamp cooler.
Great
And
idea, Shane.
there's a lot of plants out there that are just they. If you put them under a swamp cooler, they will grow like never before. Just like a trampoline, the kids throw the water hose on and bounce around in the wetness. And if you've ever noticed, underneath that trampoline, the grass grows like it's unbelievably crazy because they're getting the moisture, they're getting the heat and humidity, but not all the sun. And I don't know, just a little bit of sun that goes through there. Anytime you see a trampoline, you will see that grass 10 times as tall as you do anywhere else in your yard.
And it's greener.
Yes, and it's very green. And we used to pull it around
Yeah.
just to make our grass grow. No one even jumped on the damn thing.
That goes
It
back to
was,
what Ed said, though. Something's causing this UV rays, something. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not going to be the UV rays, and here's why. People's been around for a long time, years and years and years and years. Sun's been around for millions of years. Earth's been around for millions of years. All these sunbursts, no, that ain't it. What's causing it is the crap they're putting in the air when they're either manipulating the weather or the aluminum oxide or the poison. That's what's causing the issues. And so when you have something like that over it, it lets them flourish without all the toxins.
Well, I just thought it was because we soaked the trampoline down with water and make it more fun.
Half the time our yeah, yeah, it does make it more fun. It's almost like a slip inside with a matte finish, but it's more than that. We didn't even soak it down half the time when I'd pull it around. It's just the way it filters the sunlight through it and all the crap. And then, you run the sprinkler a little bit, and I'm going to tell you what, that crap grows into there great. Like I said, just throw any kind of shade over it. Now, you don't want a tarp because it'll cause too much heat build up in between the ground and it. But, something that will filter a little bit of air through, like a sheet or something, wet it. I guarantee your crops will flourish.
Yeah, Carol, he's good. Mike Morales. I agree, Shane. I don't know if anyone else, but here in the morning and especially at night, the colors in the sky are incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Not the normal usual skies over the last year and a half. The bright orange and yellows and purples and greens and blues, and every night almost here, the sky is just lit up with amazing color. And something's causing that. And is it what's in the atmosphere?
Well, I know the
Senior
colonists didn't
being
have trampolines, so it's got to be something. And I agree.
I seen that, and I have to disagree because I've got arrowheads that's 24,000 years old.
Night,
I've
Crystal.
got I've got spear points that's over 24,000 years old. So I'm not going to
night crystal.
say that you are incorrect. I'm just not. I'm just going to disagree with that. But I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm not going to.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, agree to disagree. They say 6,000 years ago because that's when man was first physically recorded, which was Adam and Eve. That doesn't mean we weren't here before. That just means when they started recording the first man and woman. Because they have pottery that's 300,000 years old that comes from Persia and China area. Now, I don't know how you can get, when they carbon dated it, now maybe the carbon dating's off, but how do you get that old of stuff if we've only been here 6,000 years? So I do have to agree to disagree, and you may be correct. I just have a hard time right now with my understanding believing that we've only been here 6,000 years. Because if I'm not mistaken, even the Egyptians were here 7,200 years ago when they built the pyramids.
Well, I do wonder when the dinosaurs were here because we have dinosaur tracks. There's 3 areas in Texas that you can see dinosaur tracks.
Oh, we got to cue Ed. Tell him about the island, Ed.
Which island's that?
The one you reluctantly told us after we had this great escape plan that may or may not be inhabited by dinosaurs.
No, we're not doing Jurassic Park. No.
I don't care.
I like my island video better. We just go buy a small island and we build it possible.
Would you rather live on the haunted one or the one that's radioactive?
I'm still on the fence since my options are so overjoyous.
I can handle hauntings more than radiation, I'm sure.
It must have been bad on that island for them to chase everybody off, the whole town.
You know, there's several islands that got run off, and I think it's due to toxic dumpings is what caused it, not the hauntings. There's one up by North Carolina. There's one by, where was that? Up close to New York. There's been some off of the
Cape Cod.
Yep. You got some off the coast of Washington State and Oregon. And they got,
Sorry.
No,
Rothschild probably went there and dumped LSD in the well. That's all. And it happened and chased everybody off.
Right, Carol?
They're all tripping their brains out and seeing things.
I love it. See, this is the kind of stuff that's fun to cook to you guys. I'm telling you.
You're done
Tripping
cooking.
their brains off.
Not done eating.
I've
No,
got
I
a
gotta-
whole bunch of
gotta make
conspiracy
dessert.
rabbit holes we can dive in while we're cooking.
I love Ed's descriptions. Tripping your brains out.
Victor kind of sort of disagrees with me, Bonnie.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
The Bible
Yeah.
starts out right in Genesis about the Nephilim. There were giants that walked the earth.
Yeah, and how they
Yeah.
get rid of the giants.
Wasn't it the floods that caused that?
Yep. Yep. And so, see, that's another little conspiracy hole we could jump down while we're cooking. Is, they're digging up some of these buildings, and they've got 2 or 3 stories, below, like whatever mud flood kind of stage, but with doors and windows, and where there should be a foundation, there isn't. It's like, what's up with that? And it's all over, not just one place. Is that from the flood?
Now you
Yeah.
keep saying while we're cooking, so you must be in the kitchen cooking.
No, we're saving this for when Bonnie does the cooking shows.
Oh,
and we're going to be cooking,
Conspiracy
and talking
cooking.
about conspiracy cooking, and we're going to be speaking about aliens and what else was it, Rabbit?
Oh my God. Aliens. Yeah, they're coming across the southern border every day.
Right.
I got a fun fact conspiracy for y'all.
Uh-oh.
Y'all probably know it already. But did you know when you're doing cucumbers, when you cut the ends off, if you rub the ends on the cucumber, the 2 cut slice parts, if you rub those together, it pulls that white bitter out, and so the cucumber's not bitter whenever you slice it up to eat it. You know that?
I didn't know that one.
I hadn't either. I don't mind.
Well, how about celery? Celery, if it's, I guess, bitter, you mix a big pitcher of ice water and put your celery in, and it will crisp it and take the bitter out.
Yep.
When I was produce manager, I learned how to fix a lot of vegetables and fruits and plants we would eat, like celery and all that. You go in there, let's say you get a bag of celery. You get the little bags as, whatever it is, 6, 8, 10 pieces in there. They're full length, but they're just, flip that bag up, cut them brown ends off, or the brown, just barely slice them, drop them in a warm glass of water and set it in your freezer. A half hour later, you will have the freshest celery. Then you cut about an inch up, and don't cut all the way through. Just cut half the way through, and then break it and peel it, and it pulls all them little stringy things out that everybody gets stuck in their teeth. Then you don't have no more of them stringy things. It's a quick, easy trip that you can do, and it just keeps you from having all the issues with celery. I can tell you that about hundreds and hundreds of plants, from lettuce to, you name it, cilantro, basil, all them plants. It's the same way. Same way. Like I said, I did that for a lot of years.
Message
I mean, what?
I was reading chat. Message from President Trump. And there's a link on Rumble.
Someone go check it out and let us know what it says.
Right?
Uh-huh.
All right, what y'all get so quiet for?
Wrapping up dishes.
Aw,
Have to
he
do the
wants to do
dishes.
this.
You can't let it
Of
sit.
course.
And this guy's
But I learned
single?
something from Shane while I was doing it. That was a good point with the produce.
Oh, I can show you all kinds of tricks.
I learned something from Shane while I was doing it.
Whoops.
Oh my God, Bonnie.
What? I'm going to link to see what the message is.
Oh,
It'll let me.
I heard about that, Victor. I read that story. Saw some videos on that topic.
yeah, I watched that, and I would like to almost know a little bit more about it, but we're only going to get scattered stories from it,
Right?
so it's going to be hard to know the truth.
Do y'all want to hear it?
Yes.
Sure, Bonnie. Can I pass you the gray poupon? Well, please pass me the gray poupon.
What was the other one, Shane? Well, somebody passed the jelly. It was supposed to be some high-end preservative thing.
Oh yeah, gray
The
poupon.
Why did
I
you?
remember.
all fruits.
I knew Ed would know it.
What was it?
All fruits or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I
You find
can't
out?
hear anything.
What?
There's no sound.
Yeah, there's
I
no
hope
sound and no
On the
I hope
video.
that's
video?
not the message.
Holy cow, there were a lot of people at his inauguration.
I wonder what Chuck is cooking.
Okay.
He said chicken and thighs. Well, he's got some kind of chicken deal going on.
Well, it just doesn't have any sound. But it's must be symbolic. Or some. It's a hidden message.
Now, Ed, why would you show a picture like that?
I'm just so we can see what's going on.
Freshly mowed lawn. Yes.
Okay.
They just didn't mow over that big white thing in the back.
All right, here's the view from my bedroom.
Ed,
It's a nice mountainside, valley side. Yeah, I like that.
Wait, let me see if that works. SpongeBob.
Bonnie, did you see what conservative said? He said, click on the volume level on the video. See if that works.
I did.
Oh, okay.
ouch.
I did that a couple of times and it still wouldn't. Never did hear it. So I saved it. Hey, maybe if I play it in this where I saved it, it's going to be the same dang video, Bonnie. Duh. Yeah, and it just didn't, no sound, no matter what I do to the mic.
Where the hell is it? Okay.
Oh well.
Ed's at Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah. Skin crawling ranch. You seen out his back window.
Okay, they're saying on the Skinwalker Ranch there's a portal. They found a portal over the ranch.
I heard that.
Where is that at?
Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah.
They've had scientists out there for like a year and a half doing experiments, and yeah, they found some information that leads them to believe that there's some type of like portal. They've mapped it and all.
Northern Nevada.
Yes.
That's what I was wondering. What state?
Yeah, I think it's Northern Nevada.
YouTube is so slow, it's still got the Star Trek picture up.
What?
Man, that's one hell of a delay.
All we see is your kitty cat.
Y'all have sound on the video? Well,
No.
I don't know what's wrong with my phone not playing it. I had the volume turned up on my phone. I just guess I wasn't meant to hear it.
Maybe play it on your computer instead of your phone. Bonnie.
Well, I can't click on the link on my computer.
Well, send it to yourself. Email it to yourself. And then click on it. And then you can pull it up. That's what I do.
I can't email to me.
Why
If
not?
somebody puts it in private chat, I can grab it. I don't know why I can get links out of private chat, but not regular chat.
I can't get them out of private chat either. I have to go to, regular chat. I have to go to private.
No, it wasn't either. I was not.
Are you cheating on us?
Lies.
Can't prove it, right?
Yes, he talked in the chat. I'll bet you anything.
And yes, Skinwalker Ranch is in Utah.
You watch it tomorrow, and I was up on panel. Giving a presentation.
My goodness. I can't believe we've already been on for 3 hours.
I don't think we were meant to see this link.
So you're
Ed,
not
you're busted. You've been seen over at Tens. Ed was over at Tens.
I tried to highlight it for you, Bonnie, and then my phone froze up.
Wow. I'm not
Normally,
meant to.
I don't have an issue with it. I just send it to you, you know?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Pushed the wrong button, rabbits.
You don't want to piss that cat off.
Hi, Zoom. Thank you for coming by.
Hi, Zoom.
Skinwalkers, so they say. And they are guarding the... Oh, so they say. Ah. I'm going to have to get the tin foil out. What does the cat identify as, Ed?
He's a cat. He thought he was human, though. He didn't even know he was a cat.
Half human, half cat.
I changed the oil in the truck, and I'd have to come in the house and get cleaned up, and I have to clean him up too because he got grease and oil all over him.
Would that be a transhuman? What's wrong with that rabbit?
If you don't get the grease off of me, I look like that.
Oh my, Chuck came back to life.
Chuck's back.
I had to go out there and water them things.
Maybe Chuck can open that link and have volume.
What, on the private?
Conservative dropped a link. Message from Mr. T. Bonnie doesn't have sound, so we don't know what he's saying.
I'm checking.
Does it matter? It's probably going to be a repeat.
The
Still be
more the
interesting.
broken system tells you
Oh,
that you're wrong.
We got it.
can we
There
play
it
it
is.
once it gets pulled down? You think?
I'm not sure. It's a Rumble one. I haven't watched it. I don't know.
I don't know if I would show the video, but you might get by with playing the audio.
Okay, I'll play it, and then y'all can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put 4 gallons of water in each one of my tomato tubs, and while I was out there, I went ahead and transplanted the only one of my clones that's doing anything. The other one's still staying small. This other one's like a mutant, so I decided to put him in because I figured he was root bound.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you went to water.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna play it now. I can't see any of y'all, but
Wrong. The more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. Nothing worth doing ever came easy. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. The future belongs to the people who follow their heart no matter what the critics say. We must always remember that we share one home and one glorious destiny. We all bleed the same red blood of patriots. We all salute the same great American flag. Our best days are yet to come. The more that
whoops.
Yeah, okay, there's nothing in the world that especially men don't want to have to put up with, most of anybody, I guess, is a pissed off pussy cat. You guys see what she put back there?
I'm definitely gonna look now.
Yeah, I went back. I'd seen it when it come up. I just kind of giggled with it.
Hey, Zoom,
What are you cooking, Chuck?
me nothing. I was out watering, but I got chicken pulled out for chicken and dumpling.
Ooh, that's good too.
That'll be
Yeah.
something in the next couple hours.
Put them on top of mashed potatoes.
Thinking about making potato dumplings, make like a potato bread dough.
Yeah.
I thought that's how it's supposed
Here
to
you go, my favorite new hat.
Oh my God. Silver
I
jet.
heard him say I was going to get the tinfoil.
That's my water the grass at 1 o'clock in the morning hat.
It's a giant gnome.
Yeah, is there any reason it's got that thing on the top that curves over?
It's gnomish.
It's carrots bent. It's got Peronis.
That's his antenna.
That's awesome.
Vicky laughed the other day because I went out and checked the mail wearing it. And I kind of scooted down and was all like this going out there.
Well, I don't know, Ed. Does that really work? You're up to date on the whole beams and stuff. You and George. I mean, is that really going to do anything aside from make your head sweat?
My ears were ringing so bad that I actually thought about going downstairs and wrapping my head with tinfoil.
I went out and wrapped the smart meter in foil and taped it the other night. It got really loud and really weird headache and was seeing like double vision out there trying to wrap the shit up. Vicky was in there saying something's just making me feel terrible, and she goes, my ears are ringing really bad compared to normal. Mine were too. And like, maybe it's that meter. And I went and did it, and it toned it back down.
Wow.
So Wasco may be kicking in their 5G shit.
I know I put Faraday cage on mine.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it because I don't know if aluminum foil will work as well as stainless or copper.
Yeah, I got mine on Amazon. It wasn't that expensive. We could tell a big difference.
Okay, I think I've played that before, but if y'all want to hear it again.
That's a good one.
Okay. I'll pull it up.
I haven't gotten an electric bill since I wrapped tinfoil around mine. I'm going to call them, see what's going on.
Leave it alone, Ed.
Either that
Just
or
leave it alone.
someone might be stealing your mail.
That or maybe it's feeding back and not showing the charge.
No, I always get a text message when they charge my bank account. And I haven't gotten one. So I called them up to see what was going on, last month? And they said you owe $0. So if they can't read the meter, it's going to come up that way, right?
Yeah. Don't be taking off the tinfoil.
I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin.
If I were the devil.
If I were the devil. If I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness. And I'd have 1/3 of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I have seized the ripest apple on the tree.
Can y'all hear it?
Yeah.
It's set about however necessary to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of the serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve. Do it as you please. I would whisper that the Bible was a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square. And the old I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. If I were the devil, I would encourage the schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions. Just let those run wild. Until before you knew, you'd have to have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every schoolhouse door. Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing. I'd have judges promoting pornography. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who want it until I could kill the incentive of the ambitious. What'll you bet? I couldn't get whole states to promote gambling as the way to get rich. I would caution against extremes in hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct.
Yes.
I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned, that swinging is more fun, that what you see on TV is the way to be. And thus I could undress you in public, and I could lure you into bed with diseases for which there is no cure. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing.
That's a good one, Bonnie, but can anybody else hear Ed talking to the power company in the background, or just me?
No, that was me.
That was so awesome, and I still want to know what they're going to tell you.
Yeah,
They got it. So they're gonna charge me August 1st.
Didn't even ask why, or like, maybe go inspect the meter and figure out why there's a whole bunch of tinfoil on it. I mean, I'm just curious. They just said August 1st. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
So, so that was made in 1965, right?
Yep.
So was it already starting then, or how did he know that?
That's what I said on another show where we played this, that did this guy know something? We know there's a lot in on. Yeah, did he know something?
That's all to do with the Kennedy stuff, too. There was a lot of it being talked hush-hush through there.
Well, I'm looking forward to Gigi. She's going to reverse If I Were the Devil, and she's going to write a If I Were God.
There is one.
There is?
Yeah, there's already one that's If I Were God.
Oh. She was talking, she was going to do that on her last show. Where'd Shane go? Is he raiding the refrigerator?
No,
Got the hamburgers.
I'm just listening.
Okay.
I'm just
He
listening.
was over at 10.
Yeah, no.
Shane was making a sandwich.
He was trying to tell them.
Well, also, I mean, everyone sees social decay. Maybe he was just a little more aware of what was going on and where it could lead.
Yes, Okie. It is the
Right.
devil
But I mean,
himself.
Social decay started when they had started doing messaging and text messages on the internet.
So that's actually a good point, Ed. I'm sure you and Panel can figure out with transgender this and text messaging that, smartphone this or that, what the next 10 or 20 years will look like. You could probably do one just like he did, just based on the crap you see now. Maybe not as accurate, but pretty damn close, probably.
Here's a couple videos from all y'all.
Earl said it started in the 50s.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was 1959.
But still, I mean, he hit everything dead on.
Yeah.
Like, they were not taking God out of the schools and everything back then, because when I was in school, every morning we were praying, we were pledge allegiance to the flag every day.
Yeah. I don't know that the Pledge of Allegiance, now, this is going to sound a little unpatriotic.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know that that the Pledge of Allegiance was such a good thing. Now, the praying to God, yes. But when you pledge allegiance to a flag, it's a materialistic thing. So maybe
No.
that wasn't such a good idea. But, I understand that, yes, we give our heart, soul, and everything to our country. But I don't know that that was such a good thing, Louis. Pledge and allegiance.
Every country has a flag that they fly.
We, yes, and I agree. I think we all need our flags that shows our colors and
This
who we
last
are.
container grow for everybody what they can grow in the winter.
Yes, okay, he was.
So you think it's bad to have pride for your country?
No. I never said that. I just think we should have been pledging allegiance to God and not a piece of material or our country because God bless the whole world, not just our country and not just a flag.
Well, that's what you do as a born again Christian.
Do what?
Nothing.
Like I said, I just think a little different. And I think about some of that stuff that we used to do as kids. And
Okay. The Revolutionary War. What did those men do?
depends on which part of it.
All that those prisoners on the ships wanted to see was that flag flying, and every man that dropped another one came and took his place.
Yeah.
That is the purpose.
You know, them guys, no matter how bad they got their ass whipped in the Revolutionary War, when they seen our flag, it gave them inspiration.
And
Oh,
that
yeah.
has been all the way through history.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing with that one bit.
So it means a lot. That's why it's on every uniform. It's on every building, government buildings. Oh, well, a lot of buildings.
Hey, Garrett.
Hey, Garrett.
Like I said, I'm not saying disrespect the flag or the United States whatsoever. I'm just saying that I just think about some of the things that we did as youngins, kind of give us a not a false hope. I shouldn't say that. It just maybe it inspired us as children. Maybe it did. So maybe I just need to shut up and not talk about it. So I'm not trying to aggravate anybody. I just.
No, you're not. And but for me, it made me feel a part of something. Like it was. I think that that's what taught us to respect it. And
And you may be very, very right.
All hell, chat's talking about candies.
candies, I see
Reese's candies.
from freedom to chains. Poor thing.
Yeah, that's another oldie.
I don't think I've listened to that one. What's in private? Chuck wanting us to play some of these videos. Is that what's up?
I don't know. Never looked.
Whoa. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't show them. Them are to look at.
Oh, don't show them. Thank you for telling me.
And the last thing I put up there was what you can grow in the wintertime in containers.
Cool. That's what there's 3 swimming pools left at our store. The little kiddie pools. And my daughter today, I said, will you grab me one of those? I'm not gonna go buy out the whole store because I made my meat order. And I was like, just get me my meat. Just But I'm supposed to drive her all over town. Yep. Carol says the one the Queen wears.
Commercial.
Ed, where's the commercial break?
Fade to commercial break in 3, 2, 1.
Sing and do what it.
We're just waiting for something to blow up, aren't we?
Oh, we're cooking too and coming up with a really good freighter plan to Ghost Island. We're not just waiting for something to potentially satirically blow up there, Ed.
We're to the point. Just do it, man. Just get something started.
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to know where we stand. What point in this game are we at? You know, blow something out. Oh, that'll put us at a point. Okay, it's bad.
Yeah,
It's really bad.
Stop. Yeah. That'll be one of the two. Either start this crap off or let's stop it. It's going to be one of the two.
Have y'all heard from Freedom to Change?
I have.
I have.
I haven't. He keeps asking me to play. So if a flag has gold fringe on it, it means we're under the Queen.
Yes, it means it's under the Queen, the British Queen. And yes, I need to get rid of it. And because it shows where we kneel to the UK, London, instead of to our American flag, which has no fringe. So yes, there is a big difference. Have you noticed every flag you buy, you go out and buy, none of them have a gold fringe, but everyone in the government has a gold fringe? Wouldn't that mean they're the only ones under British law where we are not? Huh. Might be an idea. Kick around a little bit in your head and think about.
Yep. I didn't take an oath to the Queen.
Do what, Bonnie?
I didn't take an oath to the Queen.
No, I did not either.
Oh, wait, that's not the first part. Wow. Resume. I think everybody's falling asleep.
Not yet.
All right, I'm gonna play one. Good job, Chipper again.
Now that we've settled when our cooking night's going to be, when's our karaoke night?
Uh,
Why, you gonna come sing?
Yeah, I'm going to sing.
Okay.
You got to put the disclaimer up there, not responsible for blown eardrums.
If we look to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth, it was because here in this land we unleashed the energy and individual genius of man to a greater extent than has ever been done before. Freedom and the dignity of the individual have been more available and assured here than in any other place on earth. The price for this freedom at times has been high, but we have never been unwilling to pay that price. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. The sloping hills of Arlington National Cemetery, with its row upon row of simple white markers bearing crosses or stars of David, they add up to only a tiny fraction of the price that has been paid for our freedom. Each one of those markers is a monument to the kind of hero I spoke of earlier. Their lives ended in places called Belleau Wood, the Argonne, Omaha Beach, Salerno, and halfway around the world on Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Pork Chop Hill, the Chosin Reservoir, and in 100 rice paddies and jungles of a place called Vietnam. Under one such marker lies a young man, Martin Treptow, who left his job in a small town barber shop in 1917 to go to France with the famed Rainbow Division. There on the Western Front, he was killed trying to carry a message between battalions under heavy artillery fire. We're told that on his body was found a diary. On the flyleaf, under the heading My Pledge, he had written these words: America must win this war. Therefore I will work, I will save, I will sacrifice, I will endure. I will fight cheerfully,
and do my utmost as if the issue of the whole struggle depended on me alone. We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. It is a weapon our adversaries in today's world do not have. It is a weapon that we as Americans do have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon their neighbors. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, they will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever. We are Americans.
Okay. We were going to go commercial free tonight, but an interesting fact about collagen and people with red hair. This is true. People with red hair don't take in as
I
much
hate you.
as other people. So it's helpful to get a little extra collagen in your diet. This stuff here, it's expensive, but if you try one bag, I guarantee you'll be buying it for the rest of your life. You'll notice a big difference. And cut.
I mean, look at the beard.
I changed my name like 5 times and nobody noticed. I wrote a whole sentence. I wrote a whole sentence across the screen and nobody saw it.
Does anybody read this? Yes. I looked at it.
Oh, I didn't see it. And
Yeah.
I'm supposed to notice these things.
I even put, I'm at 10s.
You can't see panel when you look at chat on the phone, so I missed it, Ed.
Yeah, if you got red hair, your body fights a little harder to get collagen. I don't know why. It's the genetics or something. But that's a true fact.
Could be one of two things: Irish or Indian.
Don't it make your brown eyes blue?
What?
Sing it, Bonnie.
No, it won't do
Gonna
that.
make your brown eyes blue? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You're less full of shit that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, things are looking better. I mean, with the squad coming out and playing their fake arrest just to get media attention.
Oh yeah.
You know what? That's the more I look at that picture, I'm like,
What the hell was that?
bless you.
Bless you.
I jumped. Chuck, you okay?
Think he blew a gasket.
They must have just come over with a chemtrail a little while ago.
Bonnie, you said the more you look at that picture.
Is there a big difference in the looks of the Choctaw and the Cherokee?
That's a good question. I don't think there is, unless they've had Botox.
Botox. What?
Both.
Oki's like, what, Shane? See, I'm not the only one.
Cherokee and Choctaw, that's both my breeds and German. And no, there's no difference between the lips, I don't believe. Cheekbones, yes. Ears, nose, yes. Hair color and size, yes.
But the lips are all the same. That's what I'm getting out of this, Shane.
There's a lot of things that can be changed due to your culture. That I really don't think there's anything that has to do with the lips.
We lost Red.
Why do you ask that question, Ronnie?
Because the more I look at this picture that I just put up here, this one, and because we never could, um, anything that said that my great grandmother was Indian, took all the proof we had. The lawyer took off with it, so there's no proof. So it just, I don't know. It just makes me wonder. But I was always told Choctaw, so I guess it was Choctaw.
Well, I'm mostly Choctaw, yes, German.
And that's my great grandmother. Well, both of them were from Oklahoma, but one was Native American, and the other one was Irish. And she had auburn hair. So how did I turn out looking like that?
You got the high cheekbones. You got everything, your facial features, everything about it. Yeah, I got the Cherokee Choctaw look.
I didn't do it. I don't know what happened to Red. She just disappeared. Maybe her phone died.
She said, "Thanks
She
for
said
having me
she
up."
she said she got booted.
Oh, her phone service glitched and kicked her.
Oh, okay. Do you want a link to come back up? Yeah, some of my family sent in those ancestry things, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. They ain't getting a hold of my anything. Nope. Probably goes straight up there to whoever wants to know up there. Okay, Red. Thank you for coming up. Well, y'all, it has been 4 hours. Shut her down for tonight. I hear you, Benjamin. Chat, y'all have a good night. Thank you for coming and joining us. I've missed y'all, and I'll be back when I can. I'm going to try for Thursday for sure. Have a good night. Love you. God bless you. Good night.